say I'm insane and they're riding away, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. The limit of love is endless, I know. Just do what you want with me. Yeah, I want it all, could care less the cost. I give you my everything. Some would say I'm insane and they're riding away, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces.
Hello, welcome to Open for Adventure. This is our third session, and I'm very excited about it. Let's go ahead and do a quick round of introductions.
Hi, I'm Kate. You can find me on Twitter at KatesD8, and you can find me on Twitch and Discord at KatesandD8.
Hey, Kate, can you
Yeah?
Can you start over? Because I
We
did
were
not
on-
have your sound turned on.
Cool, good. Thanks. Hi, I'm Kate. You can find me on Twitter at KatesD8. You can find me on Twitch and Discord at KatesandD8. And I play Deirdre the Warlock.
I'm Nevin. I'm playing Moldy today, and you can find me on Instagram at Nevin Edmondson.
Hi, I'm also Kate. You can find me on Twitter and everywhere else at Very Pale Ale, and I'm playing Kestra.
Hi, I'm Mindy. You can find me on Twitter at MKAY1713, and I will be playing Leona.
And I am Camille. I will be playing everybody else today. I'm Dungeon Master and Herder of Cats today. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Kate, do you want to go ahead and give us a recap of last session?
Sure. Everything that went wrong ever. Yeah. So last time the group was traveling to Azmarin, and they stopped in a tiny little town that was being plagued by a plague. And the group, Leona and Deirdre mostly were really, really keen on trying to get to the bottom of this. Mondi ran with it and Kestra ran with it, but like exceedingly unwillingly. And we ended up finding a phylactery for a lich at level 2. So after leaving with the phylactery, we find a clearing, and Deirdre ran the phylactery off into the trees while her friends scrambled to find her. And her patron came and took it from her. And then the group continued on their way. There were lots of really funny conversations. We learned that Kestra is from Place, capital P. And then when the party got to Azmarin, Leona was looking for a nice-ish place. Couldn't find one, and then found an okay one after a while. And they decided to bunk down for the night. Deirdre went to sleep rather early. to journal, and Kesra was down in the bar. Mondi went to sleep, and Leona went to one of the nicer hotels in the area, where she ran into Roman, and she followed him to this really, really creepy, like Yakuza-esque warehouse, where she was grilled and initiated by a very secretive group. And then Deirdre actually had a visit from her patron at the hotel as well. Oh, and Kesra, there was an old man that came in and asked Kesra for coin. She turned him down, and he left. He came back, put a coin on the counter in front of her, and challenged her to a fight, and offered her, I think it was 1,000 gold. Is that right?
1,000 gold.
Offered her 1,000 gold if she won, and then they had a small argument about what time, because Kesra was not going to be up by sunrise. And I'm pretty sure that's everything that happened.
I think so.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
yeah, that was a good recap. Are you guys ready?
What an adventure.
Really?
It was
I'm
a
open
lot.
for it. Are you guys ready for the session?
Sure.
All right. We are starting off. It is still the nighttime. And we find a particular half-elf walking with a particular human at a wildly inappropriate time in the morning. It's maybe 2 or 3 in the morning. Leona, you feel empowered. You feel as if you have abilities that you could have never dreamed of. You feel like that your words have this incredible power over others. And it's thrilling, and it's also terrifying. You are walking with your arm looped through Roman's back towards your hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And about halfway there, he stops you. Leona, there's actually something I wanted to give you.
Oh?
I hate the thought of you being out on the road or out, away from us without any means of protection. And so I wanted to give you this. And he pulls out a leather strap, like a belt. Attached to it is a scabbard with a beautiful silver rapier.
Ooh.
And he offers it up to you very gently.
Thank you.
I know you only practiced with the dull version earlier, but I think that at least you could be a pain in someone's ass with this.
I will take it. I will put it on. Strap the belt on.
He'll help you.
I might blush a little bit. I take a step back. How do I look?
You look beautiful as always, Leona. I hope I will see you soon.
How long do you think it will be before I see you again?
Not too long, I hope. Maybe a few days at least. I will more than you are attending the wedding, aren't you?
Of course.
Perfect.
I assume you will be as well.
I will be there.
Don't suppose I would be able to steal a dance with you.
Well, I don't know. You're a pretty good thief. He's going to take your hand and gently give it a kiss on the back of your knuckles. Give you a low bow and say, I'll see you then.
Until then. And I will probably stand and watch him leave.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's at 21.
Okay. You watch him leave, and then as your body does, your eyes have to blink to continue to see, and it's almost as if he disappears in a moment. But with that high roll, you watch as the shadows coalesce around him and seem to swallow him whole as he leaves your presence. You listen and you don't hear any sounds of footsteps. It's completely quiet.
I'm gonna walk back.
I do need to retcon something though. Before
Okay.
this, he does tell you, Leona, there is something I wanted to talk to you about. You know that there is strength in numbers, right?
Of course.
These friends that you've made, don't abandon them. Stick with them. They'll keep you safe.
Well, is this before I have the rapier or after?
After.
I like pat my little rapier. I'm like, well, hopefully I'll be able to help protect them too.
I have no doubt. And Leona, you've done a great deal for us tonight, and we want to be able to help you in return, help you return to Ilvaness, to return to court, to return to us. But if you continue to do exceptional work for us, I will ask Maud to look into your parents. Would you
Oh.
like that?
I mean, I suppose it would be nice to have some information. Never thought it would be possible, but
We're very good at uncovering things.
yes, that would be amazing.
Of course. Anything for you, dear. Now go and get some rest. Stick by your friends. Have some fun. And I'll see you.
Okay.
And then we fast forward. I just saw in my notes that I forgot something. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We flash to Leona and Deirdre's room in the inn, where Leona is not alone. I'm sorry, Deirdre, whoever this is
Like, wait a minute.
not alone. Deirdre, I have already stayed too long. The longer I linger here, the more danger I put you in.
I understand. I wish you could stay.
I wish I could take you home.
I want to come back.
Listen, I will not see you for a long time, even by my standards.
What?
I have things to take care of that will keep me from this plane for a very long time.
Okay. Okay.
But I've left you this impetuous sprite who will look after you.
Does she have a name?
Amaryllis.
She's beautiful. Thank you.
You You won't forget our promise, will you?
No, never. I promise.
That's a good girl. No. I know what I said about your friend, but I do not wish you to be afraid. I cannot explain yet. Perhaps one day I will. But for now,
Okay.
I must go.
All right. I love you.
He gives you a gentle kiss on your head, and then you feel his presence disappear. And this is when Leona is walking in the door.
Lori, did I wake you?
No, it's all right. And I am holding this little sprite in my hands, just kind of like looking at her. I know Leona is in the room, but I'm really kind of in my head at the moment.
So, Leona, you walk in and you see Deirdre, I guess dressed in your night clothes. And she has a small little creature in her hands, and a tiny person with massive butterfly wings.
Tinkerbell.
What? It's just like Tinkerbell, yes. And the sprite gives a big yawn, and kind of like settles into her shoulder.
Who is this?
This is Amaryllis.
Amaryllis. She's very pretty.
She is.
Where did you find her?
My patron gave her to me.
Hello, Amaryllis. I'm like talking to the sprite.
Kate, should I control her or you?
I will look at Amaryllis and say, "It's okay. She's a friend. You can talk to her."
Is that me?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I was not prepared for this.
I love her already.
She flutters and as she launches off of Deirdre's shoulder and basically flies directly at you into your hair, into a tangle. And she just Deirdre, you see her come up and she's got a bit of hair, and she goes back down and she's up. She's got a bit of hair.
My hair or
Your
Deirdre's
hair. Leona's hair.
Oh, okay.
Amaryllis, let's not do that, okay?
And I'm gonna like gently disentangle her.
It takes a minute.
Okay, that's fair. And I'm going to instead like put her on the pillow, on my pillow, basically.
She sinks in like this much. And she gives another big yawn and she's like, "Is it bedtime?"
It's bedtime. Why don't you go ahead and go to sleep?
Okay.
A gift from your patron. Have you heard from him?
I did.
So he's well. He's okay.
He's as well as things can be. He told me it's going to be a long time before I see him again, but at least I know that.
How are you doing?
It hurts. It hurts. I miss him. But he has things he needs to do. And the best way for me to help is to let him do it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try not to worry him so much by writing about phylacteries in my journal.
I'm gonna sit beside her on the bed. Say, well, you know, when I was back in Ilvinus and I was feeling sad or scared or worried or stressed, Lord Richard used to sing me this song. He wasn't very good. He's not very good, but it always made me feel better.
Oh, what song was it?
And I will take her hand and I will I will sing. uh, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I know the lyrics are not quite happy per se, but for some reason it always made me smile.
That's a lovely song. I
Is
like
she
it.
a little happier?
Yes, I definitely
Okay.
look a little happier. Sorry, Kate has an emotional attachment to that song, so Deirdre loves it.
Sorry.
It's okay. No, it's okay. It just kind of blindsided me. It's fine. That's lovely. It sounds like something you would sing to like calm a child.
Mm-hmm.
It's
One of the
lovely.
first memories I have actually is having a bad day. I think I don't know, got my finger stuck in a door or something, and he sang me that song. It's one of the first memories I have.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, so it's gonna be okay. I know you won't see him for a while, but you will see him again.
I will. I can wait. How are you haven't come to bed in a long time. It's pretty late. Do I notice the rapier that's attached to her hip?
It's pretty obvious.
I didn't have any weapons before except my dagger.
No. Where did you get that?
I found Roman.
You did.
Yeah, he's staying just across the street, and I told him a little bit about our adventures, and I think he's a bit worried. So he gave it to me, so that I could stay safe while we try to figure everything out. I guess. So yes, isn't it lovely?
It's beautiful. How kind. It's a good gift.
Yes, I'm not going to be horribly offended if I never have to use it, but it is nice to have just in case.
I agree.
So it was nice to see him. Suppose I might see him at the wedding, but I don't know.
Are the two of you going to settle down for some sleep?
Yes.
Okay. Mondi, you are the first to wake in the morning. As Deirdre, Leona, and Kessler all had a very late night. So, you have this time to yourself. Is there anything you would like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs
Okay.
and see if anyone else made it down yet, and just kind of look around to see who all is in the general area.
Sure. None of your companions have made it down yet. It's early. It's about 9.
Mhm.
The tavern that you're in, it's called Where the Ends Meet. Is that correct?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah. And it's pretty quiet this time of day. You do see a different bartender, a half-orc man, who is tending the bar. Mostly just serving breakfast, not really serving any drinks at 9 a.m. Make a perception check.
Oof. 9.
Cool. Yeah. It's a bar.
Yay.
And there's about 6 or 7 people in there, mostly humans. This is a pretty big human city. You do see the regular things that are in a tavern, for example, the stage, and there's a notice board. And you can start to hear the gentle sounds of the rest of the city waking up through the door that has been propped open.
Okay, can I go over to the notice board and see what's going on over there? See if there's any. Yeah.
So the notice board is looks like it has had some traffic. The first thing that you notice is a massive plastered sign across the top. And it reads, the first Lord Theodore something Vanderborn Delaney. It's a long name.
Mm-hmm.
In honor of the week of his upcoming nuptials, is offering to double any reward for any bounty offered within the city.
Okay.
You'll see you see that there are a bunch of what this is you there's a bunch of papers and they're tacked to the wall, and then when you want to take a bounty, you pull the paper off the wall. And so you see there are about 12 pins that have been ripped off, that have the bounties have been pulled. There are 4 left though.
Okay. What at a glance do I see from the 4 that are up there?
Sure, yeah. So the first one that you see is from Agatha's Home for Children. The reward is 30 gold pieces before the double. Essentially, the headmistress of the children's home has been alerted that a few of the children have gone missing.
Mm-hmm.
And they are looking for anyone who can find any information or return any of the children.
What was the name of the place?
Agatha's Home for Children.
Okay.
The second one is from the Crown's Guard, which you know there's usually 2 types of guard in the city. There's the Crown's Guard, which is reports directly to the Empress, and then there's the City Guard, which report to the ruler of that city, which in this case is Theodore. So this is from the Crown's Guard. The reward is 20 gold pieces. The goal is to investigate a missing guard, or a guard who went missing in the nearby woods. And there's a little map that has a circle around where they think he was last seen.
Okay.
The next bounty is from the City Guard. The goal, it tells you that goblins are terrorizing caravans coming in from the south. There are expected to be about 5 to 7 goblins. They're offering 5 gold pieces per goblin. You have to bring back the ears as proof that you have eliminated the threat.
And you said that was to the south?
Yes. The south entry. You guys came in the north entry.
Okay.
And the very last one is from Theodore Vanderborn Delaney. The reward is 50 gold pieces before the double. You must find a person of interest. There is a photo included. This person must be returned alive, considered armed and dangerous. Their name is Andromeda Skyseeker. There's a photo. Or a sketch. And the sketch is of a beautiful young woman, probably in her early 30s. She's definitely not human. She has some very interesting features, like impossibly light hair. She's shown to have really angular, almost elven features, long ears, but she's not elven, and she's definitely not half elven. You can make a history check to see if you can figure out what she is.
Yeah, I'll do that. Man, I'm not starting good, these rolls. Yep, that's gonna be a 9 again.
I'm not sure.
Cool.
She looked pretty though. She's very beautiful. She does seem a little waifish. You have a hard time believing that she's armed and dangerous.
Yeah.
Or can be considered armed and dangerous.
And what do you say her hair looks like?
In this watercolor painting, it's like a silver. And she is very fair-skinned with impossibly bright violet eyes.
Okay. I'm going to take the Delaney one.
Okay.
And the Goblin one. I put them away.
You're gonna keep him? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. And I'm also I'm gonna put the Delaney one in my thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to tear up the Goblin one and put it in my bag.
Okay. You do so.
Um, I want to go over to the bartender and go. Excuse me, sir. I was wondering if I could just have like a meal while I wait for my companions.
Yeah, sure. What do you have? Eggs? Meat?
Dealer's choice, whatever you recommend.
Standard breakfast. That'll be 3 copper.
Okay, I'm gonna give him the copper, and as he's giving it to me, I was overlooking at the board and I saw something about this woman. Why is Delaney looking for her, if you don't mind me asking?
Sorry.
If you know
do you
him.
have it? Do you have the bounty with you?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna pull it out and show him the picture of the girl.
You see he's got 2 tusks that kind of poke out from his lower jaw. He gives it a curious look. He says, I don't know who this is, but if the First Lord wants her, I mean, he wants her alive, so she can't, I don't know, that is a little confusing. I wonder why he would post that in this bar. He usually has a bar that he posts his bounties in. That's 50 gold, though. That's it's a pretty good deal, especially with his promise to double any bounty right now.
Yeah.
I could set somebody up for a long time.
Is there anyone that I might be able to talk to in town that you think maybe would be close to him? That
Between you and me, buddy, I don't think people like us get to go see people like that.
fair enough. Yes.
But you could ask maybe some of the city guard. The Crown's guard don't give 2 shits about us, but the city guard are they're Delaney's men. You can find a city guard because they've got the long weapons, with the long barrels, the guns. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What is this man like? You know, he seems like he's pretty well respected here.
The First Lord?
Yeah, I'm new to this area, so I don't really know too much.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, I don't know if you've heard the story, but about 15 years ago, when I was a kid, Theodore was the youngest of the family. There were 7 children, and mostly girls. And the Delaney family has been the ruler of Azmorin since its founding. It was actually its own kingdom once. The reason that Theodore is, the First Lord is considered the First Lord is because he was the first ruler to sign on with the Massiere Empire. He was the first lord to pledge his allegiance. And a lot of other kingdoms, like the Wolfcrest Kingdom and the Dwarven Kingdom of Icemeat, joined him. Not Theodore, his great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, like way back then.
Yeah.
During the Crown Wars, actually. We all know a lot about this, because about 15 years ago, this city was overrun by demons. A portal opened in the middle of the city, and they just came out. They just came flooding. We didn't know what to do. The entire family, the entire Delaney family was killed. Slaughtered in their beds. Theodore was an adventurer at the time, and he wasn't around. So it's probably why he was spared. But as soon as he found out, he came back, and he saved us. He rallied. He brought us together. He taught us how to use weapons. He fought tooth and nail. Nearly gave his life many times for this city. And the crown refused to, they quarantined us. They quarantined the city. They wouldn't let anybody in or out.
Wow.
And yeah, they don't do much for us still. So we love the First Lord, and he's been a respectable ruler ever since. Our taxes are low, our city is safe.
I mean, it sounds like he's a pretty honorable ruler.
He's an incredible man. I've met him a few times myself. He taught me how to fight during that time. And my parents were killed in the incursion. And he saw that I had a place to live and that I was fed. And he set me up with this bar.
That's very, very generous of
Yeah.
him.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a man. He's got his flaws, I'm sure, but I don't think he ever expected to be the ruler. He was the last son. He was the youngest kid, and he was always kind of a bookworm, and he really stepped up. And we all really respect him for that. You won't hear a native Asmaran talk bad about our First Lord.
That says a lot about him.
Yeah. It's more than we can say about our Empress. That's for damn sure.
Oh yeah? What's wrong with her?
What's wrong with her? Rumor has it that the crown is corrupted. I don't know. Look, I'm just a bartender. I eavesdrop on the guards.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you have plenty of stories in this trade, you know, especially once
do.
people get a little bit to drink.
You get the crown's guard in here, and they start getting drunk, and they've got some loose tongues. They train up in Whitemount, and then they come down here and serve a few years, and then go back to wherever. But well, as part of the agreement, it's said that they're supposed to be giving us resources and supplies and that kind of thing to help defend against the wild woods to the east. And well, apparently the crown has been broke, but if you go to Zandaria, everybody's living the life of luxury there. Meanwhile, towns around the capital are dying, and kids are starving, and I don't know. I haven't left Asmarin in a long time, but I mean, I don't have a need to, but I hear some pretty terrible things about some rogue Crown's guards, some shady deals. I know, yeah. I probably have said too much already, but
No. I appreciate you telling me all of this. And what does the Empress have to do with these corrupt guards?
they're her guards. She oversees them. Her and her, man, I guess her cousin, her uncle, one of the Massiers. I don't know. He's some related to her. He's the general, I guess. He oversees them. She's got like 3 kids too. They're all grown. I think they're older than you and I. But yeah, nobody's heard from them in a while either. Sometimes they used to come and visit the First Lord, but we haven't seen him in a few years. Hell, I don't think we've seen the Empress in this city since before I was born, and it's been 30 years.
That's a little strange for someone to not be in the city where they kind of oversee, don't you think?
Well, we have the First Lord, and he does a bang-up job, and that's all we need.
Yeah.
I will tell you, though, between you and me, there are some pretty extremists in Azmorin who think that the First Lord should be king. That we should have never joined the crown. That we should reclaim Azmorin as what it once was, as its own kingdom. But that would be civil war, and that would be treason.
That would be a pretty bold thing. Well, thank you so much for talking to me. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
I mean, people like me and you, you know how it is.
Yeah.
He gives you like a fist bump.
I want to put 5 copper down on top too and slide it to him and say, thank you so much. And go and sit down and just start looking over and taking notes about everything that he told me.
Perfect. Who is the first of the remaining of you to wake up first? Not Kesra?
It could be me or Deirdre.
Okay.
Honestly, I think we kind of wake up at the same time.
And as we wake up, still are we in separate? What's this room situation looking
They're
like?
separate full beds.
Okay, I am like facing her bed, kind of like a creep. But I'm like, Deirdre,
Yeah.
good morning. Good morning.
What is Leona looking like right now?
I'm still like buried under the covers. I'm
Okay.
just like, Deirdre.
For a second, I thought you were like clutching the rapier to you. Okay.
Totally different way of waking up. Deirdre.
Morning.
Hey, do you think you can do that fancy healing stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you could teach me? I had a dream. I don't really remember it, but I think it would be helpful if I could heal people.
Sure, I can teach you.
Okay, let's do it. And I sit up.
Now?
Okay. And I'm going to like very slowly. I was still like mostly asleep.
I'm a morning person.
Deirdre's not. She's not used to like rapid wake ups. So I am going to sort of like rub the sleepers out of my eyes and kind of sit up.
And what kind of healing spell do you want to learn?
I don't know. I just know that I have a very fancy weapon now, besides my fancy dagger. But I don't know. Well, I don't know. It'd be nice to be able to protect you guys if we run into trouble.
Well, I think I have a spell that will work.
And I am going to teach Leona how to cast Cure Wounds. And I'm basically going to show her like all the hand gestures that she needs to use and the words that she needs to speak in order to cast.
I'm feeling very excited about the day. I've learned so much in the past 12 hours. Guys, I'm so much less useless now. Okay, should we go get breakfast? I'm hungry. All that learning made me hungry.
Yeah, that sounds good. Breakfast sounds nice.
Is Amaryllis coming with us?
Amaryllis, come on, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
I put her like in like my collar.
Mm-hmm.
She can kind of like just perch on the inside of my collar.
She just kind of like nestles in. It's a little it's a little itchy, but you're like, whatever, it's fine.
It's fine.
You guys head down. Mondi, you have been awake for about, say it's 11 o'clock. No, we'll say it's 10:45 right now. As the two girls come down.
Morning, Wendy.
Good morning.
Well, it's nice of you guys to, get out of bed and get the day started, huh?
We were very busy. We were doing exciting things this morning.
Oh yeah, like what?
like learning magic.
I taught
Right.
Leona how to heal.
Well, that's probably that's nice. I guess you guys do have a pretty good morning, huh? What is that that's attached to your hip? Did she teach you that too? Or did you do that?
No, she didn't. So last night I went across the street to the fancy tavern inn.
Uh-huh.
And I met up with Roman, and he gave it to me as a gift. Because I told him about how there were things that, and they weren't very nice things, and so he thought it would be a good idea so that I could protect myself. And you guys.
Well, you've had quite a time since I last saw you, huh?
Yes, I'm probably going to need a nap. I'm very tired. I'm very excited, but I'm a little tired.
You seem pretty excited right now. I can see the little thing
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, you can see her.
Mhm.
You see this little face pop up?
I want to like go over to it immediately and like try to scratch its little chin and be like, "Oh, hello there. How's it going?"
Oh, Amaryllis, he's a friend. We don't bite friends. Okay?
That was my mistake. You should never go up to a new creature and just be
That's a
sticking.
19 on the die. You suffer 1 point of piercing damage.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. It
The,
didn't. It
the
didn't
sprite
hurt
just
that
gives you a
bad.
big smile like that's what you wanted her to do.
Amaryllis, this is Mondi. He's a friend, and we don't bite friends.
Okay.
Okay.
Not even if we want to?
Not even? Well, if they ask, that's one thing. But we always get consent first.
Okay.
Okay.
She goes invisible.
Okay.
Where did this little guy come from?
Oh, my patron gave her to me. He said it's a way to make sure that I'm okay.
Oh, that's very sweet of him.
It was very kind.
Mondi, make a charisma saving throw.
Oh man, that's going to be
Oh no.
14.
Okay. You feel something on the edge of your nose, and you blink, and you suddenly see this very pretty little sprite just booping your nose. Boop!
Oh,
Like fluttering in front of you. She says, "Are you okay?"
I'm okay. It's okay.
How would you describe your emotional state right now before she booped your nose?
Like a little, just like I'm still kind of groggy, still like waking up. Maldi's not a morning person, so he's just kind of like really confused. There's a lot happening really quickly that he didn't know happened. Yeah,
Okay.
or that I didn't know happened. Yeah.
Deirdre, you hear a whisper in your voice. He's really nice.
It takes me a minute, or not even a minute. It takes me like a second to figure out that that's Amaryllis's voice, and I'm not going to answer her, but I am going to bring her back and be like,
She's like tucked into your ear. She's like
Okay.
really already very close to you.
okay. I'm just gonna kind of nod my head and like put my hair behind my ear, but like kind of scratch the back of her head as I do it.
Oh. Very cute.
Mondi, did you have a good night's sleep?
Oh, actually, yes. I'm usually a pretty restless sleeper, and for some reason last night I slept like a baby.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. It's been a while since I felt like I had a good night's sleep.
You look a little more rested today. That's good.
Oh, thank you for saying that.
Has anyone seen Kesra?
I was going to ask the same thing.
I
I'll
mean,
go see if
she
she's
doesn't seem
awake.
What were you saying, Wendy?
No, I was just saying she doesn't seem like much of a morning person either, so.
I don't think a lot of us are, it looks like.
Do I know what room Kestra's in?
Make an investigation check.
22.
Yeah, okay. You know
I
it's
could have been
upstairs.
bad. Knock, knock, knock. Kesra!
Yes.
Are you awake?
Yes.
Do you want some breakfast?
God, yes. Give me, and like the door cracks open, and I am still very clearly groggy, and I'm like half dressed.
Make a Constitution saving throw, Cass.
Okay.
All the saving throws.
13. 10 plus 10.
Whenever you start to speak, you feel your stomach is like, "Hey, Kesra," and you're like, "What's up, stomach?" And you're like, and your stomach says, "I think I'm gonna burp." And you're like, "All right, stomach. Normally you don't tell me this before you do it, but go ahead." You feel it. You have to catch it in your throat before it comes out. Stomach it. You're good to go.
Thank you.
Yeah, just give me like 5 more minutes, and I'll be down. Yeah, give me like 5 minutes
You hear the
ish.
the Temple of Palor there's a Temple of Palor about a block or two away, and you can hear the time bell ringing at 11 o'clock.
Told him Dawn wouldn't work. All right, and I'm gonna close the door and finish getting dressed.
I'll go back downstairs. Or back out.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's
It's down.
upstairs.
It is downstairs.
Back downstairs. Kestra's awake.
Oh, good.
She said she'll be down in about 5 minutes.
Perfect.
So
10
how,
minutes later.
How many minutes later?
10 minutes later.
Close enough.
I will arrive 10 minutes later. You guys can do whatever you want.
now she shows up, I just kind of want to do like a clap. Like, finally, so nice of you to
I don't
join.
remember clapping.
I'm like still like attaching a belt, and I don't even like look at Maudie. I just kind of like give a finger and then go back to fixing my belt as I'm coming down the
She's
stairs.
mostly put together.
What'd you say?
I said Kesra is mostly put together.
Mostly.
She's decent.
Yeah. I'm gonna stretch as I come down and I get to the stairs, and I'm like, is it still breakfast? Is there still bacon? Bacon still a thing right now?
I probably have bacon on my plate. I'm not going to offer it, but
I will see the bacon as affirmation that bacon is still a thing, and I will go to the bar and order some bacon and egg.
You see a half orc there. Oh yeah, I heard about you.
It's
You
what?
closed up the place last night, right?
Yeah. Yep,
Yeah.
that would be me.
You had the big tab.
Yes.
I'm Conrad. I own this place.
It's a nice place, thanks.
Thanks. You want some breakfast?
That would be amazing.
All right, that'll be 4 copper.
Can do.
And he, after the exchange, he reaches behind the counter, whips up a plate, and slides it over to you.
Thank you. And
Mondi,
I
make a
grab-
perception check.
Oh, that was good. That's going to be dirty 20.
He definitely gave you way more food than he gave anybody else,
Oh,
and he charged you less.
oh,
I'm gonna
So you
take
guys
my
all
plate.
have your breakfast.
Thanks. And
What
I'm
are you
gonna
going
put the table.
to do with your day?
we have to go shopping, don't we?
I think that was what our plan was going to be today.
I have a thing.
shopping for what?
So
Wait, you have a thing?
I have a thing apparently. If I'm
Ooh,
remembering right.
what kind of thing?
I'm gonna go beat up an old man.
Oh, oh.
Great.
What do you guys do after I go to bed?
Wait, why are you going to beat up an old man?
He literally asked. Pretty sure. Like I'm like 85,
Are you sure?
87% sure.
You had quite a bit to drink, it seems. So maybe.
Like reasonable. But I'm pretty sure he said to meet him at the temple at like
You're going to
the crack
beat
of
up
freaking dawn. And if I beat him up, I would get 1,000 gold.
You're gonna beat up an old man at a temple?
For
For
1,000 gold.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, I don't.
Look, like it's not like I said that man with 1,000 gold, I'm gonna go beat him up and steal his gold. No, he literally said, come to the temple. Had to convince him to not do it at the crack of dawn, because what kind of crazy person goes anywhere at the crack of dawn? He literally said to come to the temple and fight him. And if I won, I got 1,000 gold.
What if you lose?
And there's nobody there, then it's fine and I'll leave. But
Are you sure?
no. But I'm gonna find out. Might as well.
DM, have I heard of stuff like this happening?
Make a history check.
Okay. Oh man, I'm not great with history, but we'll see. Ooh, that's actually not terrible. 17.
This sounds actually pretty chaotic, which you have a bit of familiar with. This sounds like that maybe there's more to the story.
Okay.
Being honest. But you haven't. This story doesn't ring. This isn't in any parables. English is hard. That you've
That's
heard.
fair.
Words
Okay.
are really hard. Stick to numbers.
Okay.
Numbers are even harder. Do not. I'm gonna kind of give Kessera a side eye, but I'm really not gonna say too much against it because, you know, it's a temple, and you know, if it's not supposed to happen, someone at the temple's gonna stop it. Although I should probably also be there to stop it.
I mean, like, there's a chance that I dreamed the whole thing, and if I dream the whole thing, then I'll go to the temple and there'll be no old man there. It'll be fine. But in case I can get 1,000 gold, I will do so. So that's where I'll be in an hour.
So, when is that supposed to happen?
At like noon.
What time is it now?
Hopefully not noon.
About 11:15. Well, you guys are finished with your breakfast, so 11:25.
We can head over now.
We could. We could look for shops on the way.
And then shop on once Kessera's done.
Yeah.
Saying I'm gonna be early.
I mean, better to be early than to be late.
No, but all right. I don't have anything else better to do.
Yeah, it's
If
worth
you
it.
show
I
up
think.
early, you get volunteered for things, and I don't like getting volunteered for anything, except for receiving 1,000 gold by beating up an old man. I'm okay with that.
Well, then you'll get in early to go beat up an old man and get gold, maybe.
Fair point.
This is going to be a really, really good look for us when we first get into a city.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys can go shopping. I will go shopping after with all of my copious amounts of money.
No,
I think we should go with you.
I think so too.
Kessera.
Yeah.
Would you like to repeat last time and make a little gamble before you go and win all of your gold? Because you might be able to win some more. Because I want to wager that 10 gold, the old man beats the living crap out of you.
See,
I mean, if you win 1,000 gold, it's
like, I feel bad robbing you. I'm
oh
not
no.
really,
it's
like,
fine.
like legally taking money, I'm okay with. Actual like robbing a thing, that's a little.
That's okay if you're not feeling confident in the gamble. That's totally, I understand, you know.
Look, so last time I gambled with you,
Hmm.
I lost. This is a pretty sure bet. God dang it. It's Kate that doesn't want to make the bet.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
is, isn't it?
God dang it. Fine.
I mean, here's a chance for you to redeem yourself, no?
Yeah, all right. 10 gold will be nothing by the time I'm done.
Perfect. And I'm gonna reach out my hand to like shake and just like give her a wink and pull my hand away.
I shake it.
You guys
So
gonna
come on,
stop?
we've got a fight to get to, no?
Yeah. Do you know what temple it was?
Actually, no.
It was
You just
actually
said
at a
that-
fighting arena. It wasn't at a temple, but
It was at
we
fighting
can
arena?
roll with the temple.
No. If it was fighting arena, then I will have
It was,
remembered that probably.
You ask
Juice
the
over up.
bartender, and he explains that there's a training pit behind the Temple of Cord.
Oh,
where
that's
local
probably what it is. Then.
mercenaries-
Right, it's by the temple, but not in the temple. That actually makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Cool. I'm gonna as we go, I will make sure that everything's like tightened properly and attached decently and wake up a little more
Okay.
on the way there. Yeah.
The ants were marching 2 by 2. Hurrah, hurrah.
It doesn't take you guys long to. Are you guys gonna stop on the way, or are you gonna go straight there?
We are looking for stores to think about going to on the way back, but we are not stopping unless I get distracted, and then I might stop for a second. But I can be easily redirected if needed.
Oh.
I like pretty things.
Let me just
I-
find my paper with the things
I-
on it.
I probably get
Consult my
easily
notebook of
distracted. It's
doom.
fine.
Deirdre and I are just like, look. Did you see it? I wonder if they have it in blue.
Oh, it's so pretty.
I don't think I have it. So we're gonna make some names up.
Cool.
You pass by a few more taverns, one jewelry store called the First Lady, a armory called Black Dog Craftsman, a few clothing stores, and before you know it, you are at the Temple of Cord, which is less of a temple and more of a the first word that you want to describe it as is an arena. It's like it's a huge dome, and all of the sides are open in arches. There's like a famous thing in Rome,
Colosseum.
the Colosseum. It's very open. You see a lot of people training with different kinds of situations. There's a massive sand pit where you see two figures, live figures, going at it with unarmed strikes. They're incredibly fast. You also see a couple people getting outfitted for armor, training armor, like padded hide kind of armor. And some young, you see a group of young boys that are about 12 who are learning how to use swords, and it's adorable, and they all have wooden swords. It's pretty cute. And next to this massive coliseum is a much less impressive training area, like a pit, essentially, dug out of the ground. And right now it's empty. There are some people who are gathered around it, but it's pretty quiet over here. Ah, that was my burner. It's fine. You can make a perception check to see if you see your opponent.
13 plus. Oh, let me scroll. Plus, 1, 14.
14? You squint into the sun. It's kind of hard to see. And then you see a slouched figure of a guy just kind of like hobbling, making his way down. There's like a rudimentary staircase, and he kind of like hobbles down the staircase into the pit.
Dang it. Okay. That was entirely Kate. I'm sorry.
Is that him?
Hmm?
Do we see this guy?
Yeah.
Is that him?
I assume so. Probably. Don't worry, I'm gonna ask him before I go punch him in the face.
Yeah, probably smart.
Is there a place for us to like chill?
Yeah. There's some benches, some seats. You wanna go down there? Casual.
Yeah.
You get down there, and you get there actually to the stairs before he makes it all the way down the stairs, and you're pretty spry, spring chicken. So you hop, work your way down there, and you're down to the bottom of the stairs before he is. And he's like, oh, yes. Are you ready?
Yeah. Are you sure?
Of course. If you win, you'll be rich beyond your wildest daydreams.
I mean, they're pretty wild, but I'll give it a shot.
All right. He has his like little like cane. He's like, I'll meet you in the center.
Okay.
Do you do so?
Yeah, nope.
Okay.
I look to my meager crowd and I shrug. And I walk into the center.
Okay. What weapon are you gonna use? He does not appear to be armed.
I'll use the great sword, but I will intentionally use like the flat of the blade.
Okay.
Because can't really gently use them all. So at least with the great sword, I can hit him with the flat side. I'm not a complete monster, just a greedy one.
Okay. He takes his painfully sweet time to get to you. You are practically vibrating in place by the time he gets there. Mondi, Deirdre, and Leona, you see he's probably 5'2" at his hunched over state, maybe 80 years old. Moving pretty slow. He's got a kind of a white beard, scraggly white hair, bald on top. And he does have he's dressed pretty simply, plain clothes. He has a faded gold amulet kind of at his chest. And, Kesra, roll me some initiative.
$17.
Okay. What are you doing to get ready?
Nothing. This is an old man who's hobbling his way over to me. I'm just kind of gonna like maybe roll my shoulders a little bit.
What'd you roll for your initiative?
17.
Okay. He approaches and he's got his cane with him. It's kind of a longer cane. It looks like it's like a natural piece of wood that you just kind of found somewhere. He gives you a look, looks up at the sun, looks back down at you, gives you a big smile. Kind of rolls his back. You say, "You ready?" He's got his cane.
Sure.
It's kind of a longer cane. It looks like it's like a natural. What the hell? Hold on.
Sorry. My phone decided it wanted to go full volume. It's fine. It's great.
I was like, "Is that me?"
Nope. It's not.
It was.
It was you talking. That's true.
Before you can even blink, you're gonna take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as his staff comes out and smashes you in the face.
Hey.
He stands up straighter, rolls his neck side to side, and he says, "Come on."
You're muted.
No, she's not. Yes, she is.
I was sorry. My damage isn't showing in D&D Beyond. So
I will do it.
So, but God, fuck, jeez. And then like bunch of bad words in a mix of Dwarvish and Orcish, like just like a bunch of really nasty sounding words as I'm just kind of like clutching my face. Okay. And I'm gonna swing at him.
Okay, roll to hit.
12 plus 5, 17.
That hits. Roll for damage.
5, 6, 7, 10.
Okay.
And damage.
You said, are you hitting with the flat of your blade still, or are you hitting him with the blade?
Still the flat.
Okay.
Right now.
How does it look?
I'm going to just bring it straight down and
On
try
top
to
of
like
his head?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and knock one on the top of the head.
Your blade does make contact, and you feel like you got a pretty good impact. Is that your whole turn?
I am gonna move a little bit back.
You're gonna move
little-
how far
No,
back?
well, he's pretty close,
He is with it.
isn't he? You know, I don't have any fun secondary or anything. No.
Okay.
That's it.
Cool. Let's see. He is going to smile. Gonna rub his head. You look and you see he's got a bit of blood from where you hit. He closes his eyes. And he doesn't take a turn.
Okay. Then I'm gonna swing
Okay.
again. I'm
Disadvantage.
still gonna use the flat, and I'm gonna attempt to like sweep his legs out from underneath him.
Okay. Your roll is gonna be a disadvantage.
Balls. That's fine.
Okay.
I rolled a 19 and a 6. Six makes it
not gonna
11.
hit. You guys, I don't know how well. You're probably about 50 or 60 feet away, and you watch as he closes his eyes, and as Kessler goes to sweep out his legs from under him, he just jumps up, bringing his legs up to almost his chest, and Kessler's blade just slides underneath, slashing through nothing but air, and he slams back down on the ground. He's going to do the same thing to you. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
That would be a 12.
All right, with a 25, you get the ground hard. You're gonna take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
More Dwarvish curse words. Yep.
Can I cast message cantrip and just like point at her and go, "If I were you, I'd be getting that gold ready."
He takes a step back. You can take an opportunity attack. It would be a disadvantage because you're prone. I can't
Muted.
communicate. You're muted. You're muted.
Sorry, I figured out why the D&D Beyond thing wasn't working for me.
Okay.
That's wrong button. I will attempt to hit him with disadvantage.
Okay, go ahead.
13 plus 5, 18.
That hits.
Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8.
What does it look like?
Very desperate, very angry. It's not a smooth move. It's not smooth at all. It's just me literally like lashing out at this old man
Okay,
for
funny
tripping
enough,
the shit out of me.
you're trying to hit him with the flat, but you actually slice against his leg, And you watch his blood begins to come out from his wound. And he kind of gives a hobble as you do so. Not exactly a cry out in pain, but like a noise, a sound. You definitely felt it.
Good.
It's your turn.
I'm gonna get up.
Okay. You can get to him on your turn. You can get to him. He's only about 5 feet away from you now. Or 10 feet.
Cool. I'm a little incensed by our good purple friend on the sidelines.
Okay.
So I'm going to attempt to hit him again. Still with the flat of the blade. I'm not a monster, but
You can do so with advantage because of Monty's inspiration.
thanks, Monty.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Okay. Well, that's good. 21.
That does hit.
Cool. 9.
9. With the flat of your blade, you come right at his ribs, and you do hear what you think sounds like a rib cracking. That was 9 points of damage?
Yes.
He's, you feel like he's not doing too great.
Look, like, I don't want to actually, like, at what point is it decided who wins? Question.
When someone yields. Or drops
Yields.
to 0. When someone drops to 0 hit points, essentially.
Okay, well. Okay. I just want to make sure because I didn't want to actually, kill you.
Yeah.
Oh, are you asking him that, or are you asking me that?
Sorry, I was asking him that.
Oh, he would say, essentially until the first person goes down, which you would know is 0 hit points.
Okay.
Okay. That brings us to his turn.
Mm-hmm.
This old man is going to give you a grin, and he hobbles towards you, and you can tell he's like on a last whim, or not a last whim, a last leg, and gives you a smile. And he's going to reach out to attack with his cane. Oh, that's gonna be that's only a 14 to hit.
I have a 16.
Okay, so what does it look like when he doesn't hit you?
I'm just gonna manage to parry the
Okay,
stick with my greatsword.
you bash it away. All right, it's your
I'm
turn.
gonna swing around and try and hit him with the reverse momentum, still with the flat of the blade.
Okay,
19. No, 19 plus 5.
okay. How much damage is that?
We'll find out. With that one. All right. 2 plus 7. 7 damage.
points of damage.
Yeah.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Balls. 15.
Okay. Where did you hit him?
Probably in the hip.
Okay. So you bring the flat of your blade against his hip, and you feel the blade turn a little bit as you actually do cut into him. Faster than your eyes can even see, he's grabbing the sword from you. He takes it, and he's going to drive it right into your chest. Does a 25 hit you?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. I have metal there. I have a metal
I know.
chest.
That's
so it's
17
not-
points of piercing damage.
Well, I'm dead by 10 points. Knocked out, excuse me, by 10 points.
Kestra.
Mm-hmm.
As the final blow lands, he drives your sword into your chest. You are entirely consumed by a blinding, white-hot light. Your eyes roll into the back of your head and you think, here it is. This is it. This is the end. I've just been killed by an old man. Great, awesome, cool. A short but turbulent life flashes before your eyes, and you see the faces of everyone you have ever loved or hated or hurt or killed. The pain from your chest is hotter than any fire you have ever felt. one final vision comes to your mind, Kesra. This small band of adventurers that you have spent a short time with. You see Mondi, the tiefling, alongside the sweet, pale Deirdre. Next to you is the half-elf Leona. You only have a moment to take in the scene around you before you realize that you're being swarmed. Legions of faceless enemies are raining down upon the four of you on an endless battlefield. You look to your left and you see that they tear at Leona, who is without weapon or armor, and you think they are going to tear her to pieces. The voice comes to you again. You hear the voice in your mind. Repent. These creatures attacking Leona begin to burn away, in a similar way to the searing pain that you feel in your chest right now. But more take their place. The voice comes again. Defend. Without meaning to, you step in front of the bard, knocking an attacker away before delivering a killing blow, your blade singing with divine, radiant energy. And then your vision turns to black as you feel the sword pulled from your chest. When you're awake again, you're face down in the dirt of the fighting pit. With a great pain, you manage to roll over and sit up, and you instinctively reach for your chest, for the place where your own sword pierced you. Your breastplate is battered and broken, a gaping hole in it from your sword. Even your clothes are ruined. There's a gash in the tunic you had underneath. But there's no blood. As you look around, you see no old man. The rest of you saw the man take the sword from Leona and drive it into her chest. And then there's a brilliant flash of white light, and you are all blinded as this beaming energy explodes from the pair of them. When you finally adjust your eyes, you can see just Kesra face down in the pit. Nobody with her.
Word.
I'm immediately
Word,
running down
yeah.
the
Yeah,
stairs.
and then
Immediate.
Yeah.
In fact, the blinding, after she got hit, we were probably already on our way and had to pause for the light.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you run down. Her sword is by her side.
And
Kesra?
I'm like sitting up and I'm like dusting my face off and I like look at and I'm like, God.
It looks like someone drove a white hot piece of metal through your breastplate. Like it is pierced, like it is gashed in. There's a massive hole in it.
I don't want to have to.
You muted again.
Sorry, this is what happens when I'm using my parents' internet. I don't want to have to pay for another.
Kesra!
God. Hi.
Are you okay?
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on her.
She's not injured.
I'm going to use the spell anyway,
Yeah.
just to make sure.
You reach out and you touch her with your Cure Wounds spell, and you know what it feels like to give someone vitality.
Mm-hmm.
She's full. Kesra, you're at your full hit points. Roll a hit die for me.
What is that for me? That's I think
Is it
it's a D10. A
10.
D10.
You're muted again.
Kate, you're
D10 plus
muted.
3.
You're muted.
9 plus how much?
3. So 9,
3.
10, 11, 12. Level up to level 3, please, and you get an additional 12 hit points as you do so.
Dang.
And you are fully healed.
You guys almost caught up with me.
It's like
Almost.
she was already ahead of us at a level behind us.
I actually don't know how to. Oh, do I just change to level 3?
Yep.
Yes. I know she's at full health, but I'm still like checking for injuries. I'm checking for trauma. I'm checking.
I'm brushing dust off of her.
Deirdre, make a medicine check.
Okay.
Can I try to cast? Oh, I didn't. I changed it. I think I changed it. Oh, I didn't change it. Can I please try to cast mending on her armor?
Sure. Go ahead.
Well, not great. It's an 11.
Okay. You look at her breastplate, which was not, super fancy to begin with, but it was nice. It was a breastplate. You see that the way it was carved into by a blade, should not have happened. It's as if it was the blade had to have been at an alarmingly high temperature. And the part where it's caved in should have caved into her chest, but there's a space now in the between her chest and the armor. And underneath her tunic is ruined, but there's no blood. Are you gonna investigate? Are you gonna look under her tunic?
No. Okay. If she seems okay, I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah. You do feel a dull ache there, Kesra.
Are you okay?
Probably.
That's not really reassuring.
I mean,
fought very well.
But
the end.
You got a couple hits in. They were pretty impressive.
Thanks. Pretty sure I might still be drunk though. I may not have had anything to drink, but this whole situation smacks of totally wasted, and I just don't know it right now. So that's what this seems like. Did I have anything to drink for breakfast, brunch, dinner, whatever it was, lunch?
No.
Not this morning.
I should have. I really should have before I did this.
All right, hold on, Kesra. I'm gonna do something, and then you're gonna refresh your page.
Okay.
DM things.
Okay, refresh your page.
Did the old man disappear?
He did.
Well,
was she able to fix my breastplate, or is it just doing?
Oh, make a what your spellcasting modifier is your charisma, so make a charisma check.
Charisma. 18.
As you reach out to her breastplate to cast mending, the familiar sensation, just as it did with Deirdre, leaves your arm, leaves your hand, spreads across the breastplate, and you notice where she had been dinged up in the past, where other weapons had come and cut against her breastplate, the mars disappear, but this wound in her armor does not.
This is very interesting.
Great. So you guys said we were going shopping, right?
Yeah, we can get you a new breastplate.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Did we want to exchange the bet now, or is later better for you?
I reach back and smack him.
Make an attack roll.
I'm not trying to hurt him.
I just want to see if it hits.
It does. It's a 16.
Yeah, it hits.
Yeah, Monty. Yeah, she smacks you.
What? A bet's a bet, I mean, she's okay.
Is she?
Technically, that's always a good question to ask. Because
Are you okay?
Yeah, probably.
Well, there you go.
Probably. I mean, to be fair, I couldn't afford a breastplate even before giving you your gold. So here, take it.
Maybe if you're nice, I'll buy you a new one. Or we could bet on it again later.
I think we should maybe stop taking bets for a little bit. Let's go shopping instead.
Fine.
I agree.
Only one bet per day. That's no limit.
That's all right. That's fine. I can deal with that.
I'm gonna stand up and dust myself off and grab my great sword. It's still the same, right? Nothing.
Make an investigation check.
Am I good at those? No.
You can certainly try.
13 plus 1, 14.
What languages do you read?
Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Orc-ish.
Okay. There are some runes on your blade. You can't read them. There's one set of runes going up one side and the other set going up the other.
How obviously is she studying her blade?
Oh, I'm very confused. I'm like clearly like, is this? Have you guys seen my sword?
Can I look at the runes?
That is your sword.
Yeah,
this is
Deirdre,
not
you
my
can
sword.
read it.
Oh, what's it say?
In Celestial, one side reads, repent. And on the other side it reads, defend.
Shoot.
I'm going to say these words out loud. I'm like, this one says repent, and the other side says defend. Does that mean anything to you?
I wish it didn't. No, this is. Let's go shopping now, and I'm just gonna like slide it into the back holster.
Okay.
There was that shop with the dresses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, actually, can we check out the bookstores too?
Okay.
Sweet. There's something I want to look for.
Okay, yeah, there was a bookstore on the way.
Perfect.
All right. Is that what you guys said first?
Please.
Shopping, my favorite. You find
Austin thought. So.
Balthazar's bookstore.
Hey.
Oh, this looks promising.
It is a bookstore and it is also a media station. So you can also find news here.
Oh.
Molly, make a perception check as you walk in the door.
Perception. 19.
You read Thieves' Cant, right?
I'm sorry?
With your background, you can read Thieves' Cant, right?
Yes.
All right. As you walk in, you see Thieves' Cant written on the wall just at the base of the entrance. It
What is Thieves' Cant?
says, it doesn't really look like much to you guys. It might look like a tag, like a graffiti tag might look to us. But Mondi, you see the words, Massiere must die.
Massiere must die?
Yeah. Massiere is the name of the royal line. The line of the crown.
The what?
The crown line, the family.
Oh,
royal
got it.
family.
Wow.
Yikes.
I'm not gonna say anything about that. I'm just gonna note that and keep going in.
Okay.
I walk in, and I'm going to try and find the proprietor.
Balthazar is a young gnome. He looks young to you. He's got a handlebar mustache and a mohawk that are both bright blonde. And he's wearing pretty normal clothes in regards to those. And he's standing on the counter in front. He's like, "Oh, hello! How are you? I'm Balthazar."
Hi, Balthazar. I'm Deirdre. Nice to meet you.
Hello, Deirdre. Welcome to my bookstore.
Oh, thanks. I'm looking for something kind of specific.
What can I help you with?
I'm trying to find books on mostly legends that pertain with like eternal life and creatures that seek it. We had a bit of a run-in, and I'm trying to do a little bit of research.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. That was really good. Let me just pull up my stats. Come here. Okay. Persuasion. Oh, excellent. 25.
He gives you a long look. You know, young lady, usually when people come in asking for that kind of stuff, they're looking for trouble. But you've got a trusting face. They like you. Come on. He like nudges you to the back room.
Perfect.
Where he pulls, you see him kind of like hop up. There's no ladder in here, but this tiny room is ceiling to floor bookshelves, and he just kind of crawls up like a rock wall, the shelves, grabs a book, tosses it to you. Try to catch it. Make a dexterity check.
Oh gosh. Is this a disadvantage?
Nah.
Okay. Oh, good. And you said just Dex?
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, you catch it. Throws out another book. You catch that one, and you're like trying to follow him around the room. He gives you about 5 books.
Oh, this is great, Balthazar. Thank you so much.
Yeah, don't mention it. Anything else?
No, that's it. How much is all this?
2 gold.
Okay, sure. And I will hand him the 2 gold.
All right, so you have 5 titles. Let me write them down so that I don't forget them. Yes. The first is going to be, it's called Ascension of the Gods.
Okay.
The second one is also going to be a celestial book, so it'll be Celestial Beings.
Okay.
The third one is actually surprisingly about the 9 Hells.
Oh.
And it is titled as such.
Okay.
The 9 Hells and its citizens.
Okay.
And the final book is The Most Magnificent Mages of the Ages.
That book, based on the title, sounds like a very decorated book. It sounds like it might be the prettiest. If it is, that is the one I will read first.
Okay. All right. So, do any of the rest of you want to do anything in this bookstore? There are like newspapers and things in here. Other books. There's also writing utensils, paper, ink.
Is there a children's section?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I'll be.
Can I investigate to see if I see any more of the thieves' cant or anything like that?
Sure. Do you want to look just inside, or do you want to look outside too?
Just inside. I don't want to draw attention to it.
Roll perception.
18.
No, the inside is pretty clean. You know that most thieves' cant is in the form of graffiti. It's in the form of, it doesn't really, it's not really embedded into most interior places, but you know that if you walk around the city long enough, you can find some.
Okay.
At least that's how it worked in Wolfcrest.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, the rest of you, what are you doing? As Deirdre comes out with these 5 tomes. Most of them are pretty thick. The Magnificent Mages of the Ages is the thickest.
I got what I needed.
Wonderful. Does that mean
we can go?
Okay.
Oh, wait. Can I go up to Balthazar and ask about if he has, excuse me, do you have any books on Tiamat? Right? Is that the...
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh. Still not bad. 12.
Tiefling comes to me and he says he wants to study Tiamat. What am I supposed to do with that, young man?
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I realize now how that must have looked. My companions and I, we ran into some people on the road that attacked us, and they had a pendant that is Tiamat, I believe. So I was just curious if you'd even heard of anything with or seen occultists around.
Well, we keep a pretty tight lockdown on cultists of evil deities here, but he kind of gives you... Is anybody standing nearby?
I am.
I
Okay.
probably am.
He
I thought
looks
we
at-
were leaving, so yeah, I'm
he
ready.
looks at Leona and he looks at Deirdre, and then he looks at you, Mondi. But
Just lean in from
from an educational perspective, check out our religion section. She's right next to Bahamut. He watches you.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry if I alarmed you. I forget how I look sometimes. And I'm going to go very cautiously and just grab that one book and bring it back. How much?
It is
for
called, so the title of it is The Scaled Tyrant.
The Scaled Tyrant?
Scaled Tyrant. And the subtitle is actually The One-Time Ruler of the Material Plane.
Yes, so how much for this book?
4 gold.
Here, Mondi, why don't I pay for it? I know it's research for all of us.
Oh, no. I believe that Kessler will be paying for this one. Thank you, then.
How much was it? I wasn't paying attention.
It's 4 gold.
I will.
Oh, no. You already gave me the...
I did. Yeah. I already gave it to you, yeah.
But I'm just going to put the 4 gold down and just look over and say, thank you so much for the book. I really appreciate it, Kessler.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm ready to go if you guys are.
Okay. Mondi, do you want to put your book in my bag?
Sure. Thank you so much.
Sure.
You watch as she picks it up and she puts it in her bag and it just disappears. The bag doesn't seem to be any heavier.
I'm gonna put in the rest of my books along with it.
Choop, 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 choop. They all just disappear. Mondi, you're keeping an eye out as you guys leave for Thieves Camp?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be, wherever we're walking, I want to try to always be investigating, or not hardcore staring at stuff. I don't want to draw attention, but just keeping an eye out for any graffiti or...
Sure,
Thieves
I'll
Camp.
go ahead and make a perception check and I'll give you advantage on this one.
Wow. That's a 9.
Okay.
With advantage?
Yep. Rolled
Oh.
a 3 and 8.
Cute.
Buddy.
You're a little distracted. You're trying not to be obvious about this. And you're a little distracted between that gnome giving you the stink eye and Deirdre's weird bag. And you feel really well rested, which is really weird. You do catch one bit of Thieves Camp as you guys are heading wherever you're heading next. It is... You're actually, at this point, you haven't seen any, and you're frustrated, and you're looking down, and as you're walking on the cobblestone, there's a big rock, and you see graffitied onto that rock. Has anyone seen William?
Would I know who William is based on, or does that name register as someone that? Okay.
But as you take your next step, you see in Thieves Camp there's a description. 9 years old, sandy blonde hair, scar over his left cheek.
Okay. Yeah. Again, I'm just gonna keep walking, not
Okay.
throw notice to it.
I'll keep that 9 in mind. Where are you guys heading next?
I think probably the clothing stores.
Any place with discount armor? Because
You can go to Black Dog Craftsman.
I feel like that's a little more high quality than I can afford right now.
Fair.
You can always go see. They might have some sales going on.
Sure. I mean, I gotta say thank you for the mending, because everywhere but the gaping hole looks better than I've ever seen it. So,
You're welcome.
just, the whole gaping
Yeah.
hole in the
I
middle.
tried. I don't know why it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Bit strange. Bless you.
I muted just in time.
I did that earlier.
All right, you guys head up this clothing store. It is called Deirdre, what's it called?
It is called The Needle and Thread.
So it is. The proprietor is a young elven man. No facial hair. Long, kind of dark brown with kind of red undertones hair that comes down to right about here. Perfectly straight. Dressed very finely. He says, "Hello, ladies. How can I help you? Oh, and gentlemen, how can I help you?"
We were hoping to take a look at some of your goods. The wedding is coming up shortly.
Oh, yes, the wedding. Oh, we're so excited.
So we were hoping to maybe find some clothing for the great event.
Of course. Well, now that I know what you're shopping for, I know just what to do. And he brings you, Leona, specifically, since you're the one asking, over to the section of very fine gowns. And you see all sorts of brilliant, like gem tones, beautiful emeralds, brilliant sapphire colored, like light blues, and yeah. I think with your skin tone and this lovely hair color, I think this is in order. And he pulls out a magnificent blue dress.
Ooh. It's beautiful.
Would you like to try it on?
Yes.
All right, let's go. He drags you excitedly to the dressing rooms, and he kind of like shoves you into the room and puts the dress in and like closes the door behind you.
Thank you.
And turns to Deirdre. And you, ma'am, how can I help you?
I'm looking for a dress for the wedding as well.
A dress. Excellent.
Something with a high collar if you have it.
All right, more of a modest woman. I see. Come here.
Okay.
He looks at your current dress and he says, "Well, I don't have anything quite that fine, but I do have this lovely silver gown, and it's silver with a high collar that comes down to right about here, and quarter sleeves."
That looks lovely. Yeah, I'd love to try it on.
Okay, here we go. And he like pushes you into the dressing room and gives you the dress and closes the door. And he looks at Kesra. And he looks at Mondi. Well,
You hear from a distance, Mondi, you should try something on.
Oh, no, I'm quite all right, thank you, though.
but look at these clothes. They've clearly had their season, sir. You know, they are well loved, but it might be time to move on with your life.
All right, I guess I'll try something on. Deirdre, did anything pop out that you think I should try on?
Actually, I have something perfect for you. Come here.
Okay.
He drags you to the opposite side of where the men's clothes are. And you see him like rifling through. Supernatural speed, rifling through the clothes. And he pulls out a, let's see here, like a lavender skin tone. So he's going to pull out something dark navy blue, like a dark navy blue sports coat that like is long.
Sharp.
Yeah, very sharp. Like a kind of like a dapper suit.
Dinner jacket.
I'm gonna try it on and
You're
be
just gonna try
kind
it
of
on
like
right there?
what?
You're gonna try the whole suit on right there?
No. I'm gonna go the fitting room area, be a gentleman, and come out and just kind of like awkwardly walk out because I'm so used to wearing my leather and stuff. So like the fabric feels weird and itchy against me because I'm used to like.
All three of you guys come out at the same time.
I'm spinning in circles.
It's a very low. Both of you have very.
You guys look magnificent.
Thank you. I'm very straight backed and I'm a little less emotive than normal, but I'm still very excited.
Madi, you look so handsome.
Thank you. It feels really strange after years of wearing kind of the same thing, you know?
You look amazing. You should get it.
And well, I'm gonna look over at Deirdre and just kind of stop and like stare at it for a second and say, "I'm sorry. What did you say? I didn't. I missed it."
Hang on, Kate needs a second for that one. Give me just.
Well, I'm giving you a second. Where's Kesra?
I'm
I'm gonna go look for Kesra.
I'm like,
Sorry, I'm bright red, by the way. I don't really have a response. She's speechless. Sorry, Kesra, go ahead.
it's all right. I'm not doing anything exciting. I am leaning on the wall by the door with my arms crossed, trying to hide the gaping hole in my chest because I have some standards, and I'm a little embarrassed by it.
Kesra.
And I've got like that like stone cold, waiting to be able to leave face.
Kesra, where's your dress?
My what? I'm
Your
sorry.
dress. You need a dress. I mean, this is very. Yes, but for the wedding, you might want a dress. Come with me, and I'm super excited because I'm loving my dress. So I'm gonna try to grab her and pull her along.
Grabbing her is the easy part. Pulling her along.
Oh, I'm aware. Kesra, please, let's go. I saw one over here. I think you might like it.
I need you to understand that the last time I wore a dress was never, ever in my entire life.
So it's like a brand new adventure.
That's not true.
It kind of is.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Come on, let's go. I just come look at it. Just come try it on. And if you hate it, then we'll find you another one. You can try that one on.
I will look at it, but
Okay.
it will not be touching me.
We'll see. Okay. And I pull her along.
Yeah, you find some pretty.
I'm going to try to find something simple,
Okay.
but elegant.
Okay.
That is, and I turn and I look at her. Green. I think green might be a good color for you. Like a darker green.
Yeah, like a hunter green.
Like a hunter
You
green.
do find a forest green dress that is a little looser, pretty modest, not incredibly fashion forward, but
But it's a dress,
it's a dress.
so it still counts. Kesra,
Mm-hmm.
you like it?
Mm-mm.
You should try it on.
Mm-mm. Nope, that's not gonna happen.
I'm gonna hold this and I'm gonna shove it in her hands.
It
Muddy! I'm going to look for Muddy.
Yes.
Come here. I need to change the rules for today. I need you to make a bet with Kesra again. I need her to try the dress on. I need you to make a bet with her so that she tries it on.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna go to pull him back to where Kesra is.
While she's doing that, I want to go speak to the proprietor, and I want to see how much Monty's outfit is.
Okay, he became a little busy as a few more people came in, but as soon as he sees you, he runs over. Oh, you look amazing. Are you all right, dear?
Oh, I'm fine. It's new clothes. You know how it is. Just getting used to the feel.
Make a deception check.
Fuck. Fine. Natural 20.
Mother.
Ooh.
Oh, I totally understand. You know I can have it cleaned and softened for you if you'd like.
Oh, that would be lovely. Yes, thank you.
What can I help you with? Would you like to purchase it?
I would like to purchase it, but I would also like to know how much my purple friend's outfit was as well.
Oh, your purple friend. Oh, yes, he's got the navy suit. Oh, I like that one. 5 gold for the navy suit.
Sure. And the total combination for mine and his as well?
Let's call it 8 gold.
Okay, that works for me. And I'll go ahead and slide him 8 gold.
And he does hand you a proof of purchase.
Perfect.
Because taxes.
Because taxes. And then I'm going to go back into the dressing room and change back into my regular outfit.
Okay.
Kesra, I think you should try the dress on.
Mm-mm,
Wadi agrees with me.
that's
Don't
nice.
you?
I haven't moved. I have made like my arm is out at a 90-degree angle, and the dress is draped over it, and I have not done anything with it.
You're like a cat that's neck's been grabbed.
Yes.
And just freezes.
Yes. Yes.
I think you should make another wager. But this one doesn't involve gold, so it doesn't technically count.
Yes. A bet. I'm going to use message and tell Leona I cannot think of any type of gamble for this right now.
You can reply to this message.
And you can reply back to me.
Ooh, this is fun. I don't know. Do you have dice?
Oh yeah, let's do that. And I'm going to so Kesra, do you wanna, just for Leona's sake, she really wants you to try it. How about we just do a little gamble again? No gold. Just we both roll one of these die, and whoever has the highest wins. And if you win, Leona has to drop it. Fair enough?
Wait.
With that, yeah. Sure. Yep. Mm-hmm. What are we
Both of you
rolling?
guys roll a d6.
Just D6. I'm going.
Please don't. She really doesn't want to try on this dress. Please don't.
Okay,
Do it,
I
do
will
it, do
take
it.
pity on Kesra.
What'd you guys roll?
You first.
Rolled a 2.
I rolled a 3.
Oh, Leona, it looks like it just wasn't meant to be. I'm so sorry.
At that moment, I'm going to come back out with like my dress all wrapped up or whatever. Actually, I put it in my bag. And I'm going to look at Kesra and be like, Kesra, that dress is so pretty. Why don't you try it on?
Because no.
That's not against the rules. You said Leona, not Deirdre.
I'm not trying this on. Like
She should try it on.
Well,
I will vandalize this dress if I have it for more than 30 more seconds.
I can fix it if you do.
I'm going to gently take the dress from Kesra because I believe her threats. And I'm like, well, why don't we try a suit instead?
I will try on pants. Pants are necessary. Pants are mandatory.
Let's go.
But I highly doubt I'll be able to afford anything in this store because I need to fill this fucking hole.
We can do that later. Let's go find some green pants. And maybe other things, but mostly pants for right now. We'll start there.
Okay. You look in the pants section.
I feel like we're going to Target. Let's go see what the pants have.
Capital P,
I love
pants
Target.
section.
Ye old Target. Fantasy Target.
You go to the pants section, and there are some pretty good suits. You see some very dark greens, some dark browns, like a few a few grays.
Do you see anything you like?
I see pants.
Yes.
Yes. But do you see any that you like? Those look nice.
Do they?
I don't know. Do they?
Sure.
Yes.
Everything in here is pretty good. There's some things that are not quite in season, but
Mm-hmm.
Here. Let me try something. And I'm going to find a pair of like not quite the green that Leona's was, more of like a muted tone.
Mhm.
And then I'm also going to try and find a shirt and a matching like short jacket, basically.
Okay, it doesn't take you long.
Okay. Here. I've got this. I think this will look good. Try this on. See what you think.
If I do, will you leave me alone?
Yes, we'll leave you alone. Just try it on.
Store afterwards?
We can leave.
Perfect. And I would beeline it for the dressing room.
Okay.
You guys can hear the clanging from wherever you are in the store of the armor being shed very quickly so I can get this over with.
It fits
Kesra,
pretty
come out. I want to see.
well. It fits pretty well.
Let's see.
All right, I'm gonna come out and I'm just gonna stand there as awkwardly as you assume.
You look amazing.
You look so good. I love the colors.
It's a very good find. Do you like it?
I mean, it's clothing.
Okay.
I think it suits you. It's for a wedding. You only have to wear it once. Then you can sell it.
It's a gold.
It's a fair point.
I'm gonna post in Discord what I'm imagining this to look like.
Great.
For those of you who are watching, if you're not in our Discord, you're missing out. But like, without the sunglasses or the hat.
While
I'm feeling like this is probably as good as we're gonna get, so I'm gonna go talk to the proprietor and I'm going to go pay for Kesra's outfit.
Okay.
Oh, you beat me to it. I need to pay for mine. So I'm also gonna go. But
It's gonna round out to be another 8 gold for Leona and Kesra's dresses or outfits.
Sure. Perfect. Yes, I agree on the Discord. That is pretty much what it looks like.
Can I change now?
Yes, you can change. Just give the outfit to me so I can hold on to it so it doesn't get ruined accidentally, please.
Works for me. As I like. run
while
back.
Leona is very reluctant to get out of her dress, but she will eventually trade dresses.
Mondi, why don't you give me your outfit too?
Oh, yeah. Sure. I guess. How much can you fit into that little bag, huh?
A fair amount. It's
I
pretty spacious.
give her my suit.
Bigger on the inside.
Thanks. I'm gonna put it in my bag.
It's bigger on the inside.
It is bigger on the inside.
What next?
We got that done in one stop. I don't know what else to do.
We did. We need to go get Alma for Kesra. She was patient through the shopping, even bought something. So we should go with her to find some new armor. Oh, I might want some armor.
There
Let's
it
go
is.
to the
Black Dog Craftsman.
Black Dog Craftsman. Yes, Craftsman.
Alright.
Craftsman.
It's right down the road.
Onward.
The proprietor is actually 3 dwarven women.
Ooh.
I am significantly more comfortable the moment I step inside than I was in the previous store. And I'm gonna walk up to the ladies and I'll ask, would you prefer common or, and then I'm gonna switch into dwarvish, would you prefer dwarvish?
Hey, you're all right.
I try. Doesn't
What
work
can I
all
do
the
you
time,
for?
but- Well, this is a problem.
They're speaking
I'm
in
gonna-
dwarvish, by the way.
This is a problem, and I'm gonna point to the gaping hole.
The hell did you do?
That's a good question. I don't have a good answer for it.
Are we? How close are we? We went in with her.
Yeah, you're pretty close.
She fought an old man.
Can you speak dwarvish?
I do speak Dwarvish.
Okay. Are you saying that in common or dwarvish?
Dwarvish.
I don't
Hi.
ignore her. technically she's correct, but at the same time, not really sure. But either could you fix the hole, cover the hole, or I just need a new one.
Let me see that. Come here. One of the other two women are like, other dwarven ladies are banging away at some sword and armor, and this one she's got bright red hair, a bit of a beard, bit of a bright red beard. She kind of was like, "Come on, give me here."
All right. And I'll unlatch it and I'll pass it over.
All right, here. What did this?
Technically my sword, but I've never seen it do that ever in my life. So, again, I'm not sure. I just want it fixed.
Tell you what. Breastplates usually run about 400 gold pieces. You know that,
Yeah,
right?
nope, I'm aware. Yeah.
This is an old piece of junk.
Yeah.
I might fix it or patch it or, I don't know, work a miracle cure or something. Or I can sell you a used breastplate.
I mean, I'd be all right. Which I'm gonna be the cheapest option.
Picking up what you're putting down. Come back tomorrow. I'll see what I can do.
Works for me. Thank you. You are
I'm Meg.
Meg, Kesra. Nice to meet you. I'll be back
Kesra.
tomorrow.
That's my sister Keg. That's my other sister.
Reg. Meg.
Amara.
Meg.
God, she was either the firstborn or the lastborn.
I'm trying to find good egg names. Didn't work out very well.
Oh, her name should have just been Egg.
What did you say?
Meg. Laura.
What'd you say about my sister?
No. It's fine.
She has an awesome name.
Yeah, she
I
does.
just want to know if Amara's the oldest or the youngest.
She's the middle child.
That's very quaint.
Makes sense. Thanks, Meg.
This whole conversation's happening in Dwarvish, so Mondi and Deirdre, you're just like,
Thanks. I'll be back tomorrow.
see ya.
I'm gonna turn around. That's how I shop, and it's pretty great. Takes like
Didn't
no time.
But you didn't even get anything.
I will though. Hopefully. God, I hope so.
What happened? I thought you were getting armor. What happened?
While that was going,
She's gonna try and fix it.
while that was going on, Mondi, you spot a bit of thieves' camp.
Ooh.
The shop next to this has Thieves' Camp written on the side in the alley, and it reads that this is an easy mark and it's owned by the crown.
That this is an easy mark
This
and
is
it's
an easy
owned by the
mark.
crown.
And it's
Like
owned
the-
by the crown. Not the current
Okay.
place that she's in, but the next door place. It's a
I'm gonna say
it's like a clothing store.
any armory owned by 3 dwarven women is probably not gonna be an easy mark.
Mm-mm. And underneath it you read "Long live King Theo."
Cool.
So what else do we need to get done today? Shopping? Anybody else need to buy anything exciting? I mean, you already have a sword. I didn't notice that before. I was a little occupied.
I wanted to get a little bit of cosmetics, maybe?
Sure.
Just for decoration. Kind of fun.
Hey, you do what you want. Let's go find a rouge store.
And that's where we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back in about 3 minutes. Wait, hold on, we're not on break yet. Hold on.
3 minutes.
Better
Yeah.
sprint.
Make
Better
it
run.
snappy.
Yeah.
Make it snappy.
I'm
Snappy
ready.
break.
We'll be right back, guys.
Oh, baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Oh, love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. The limit of love is endless, I know. Just do what you want with me. Yeah, I want it all. Could care less the cost. I give you my everything. Some would say I'm insane in the right and away, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. And give me your freedom. Whoa, yeah, to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right and away, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. The limit of love is endless, I know. Just do what you want with me. Yeah, I want it all. Could care less the cost. I give you my everything. Some would say I'm insane in the right and away, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. say I'm insane and they're riding away, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you left me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you left me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. The limit of love is endless, I know. Just do what you want with me. Yeah, I want it all. Could care less the cost. I give you my everything. Some would say I'm insane and they're riding away, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you left me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you left me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. And give me your freedom. Whoa, yeah, let me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you left me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane and they're riding away, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you left me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you left me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. The limit of love is endless, I know. Just do what you want with me. Yeah, I want it all. Could care less the cost. I give you my everything. Some would say I'm insane and they're riding away, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you left me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you left me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy.
And we're back. Thanks for sticking around. Let's keep going with this thrilling shopping adventure. What doing?
Deirdre wanted to go. I wanted to go look for cosmetics.
Okay. You looking for anything particular?
Most like rouge and kohl.
Okay. It doesn't take you long to find it. It's about 2 silver.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
That kind of wiped me out, like physically.
Like financially, or
No. Like
you're tired?
I am tired after watching Kessra get her ass kicked, and then walking kind of through the city. So I'm ready to head back to the hotel for a nap.
Yes, I love naps.
It's like going to the mall. You just can't do anything after you go to the mall.
That's so real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but really, that's so real.
It is.
Right?
It is.
I get so tired
We
of
could
going to the
we
mall.
could have like a quick bite to eat. We had a really late breakfast, and then we could take a nap, and then we could go out and do something fun.
Sure, sounds lovely.
Okay. You guys make your way back to the tavern. Have yourself a short nap.
DM,
Phil. Yes.
I had a hole in my shirt, correct?
Uh-huh.
Is it still there?
Are you checking?
Yeah.
Yeah, hole's still there. It's a slit. It's a slit right down the middle.
Fine. I'll just leave it. It'll be fine.
Right before I go to lie down, I'm actually going to knock on Kesra's door.
Okay.
Kesra,
Yeah.
do you have a minute? I need some help with something.
Sure.
Going to open the door, and I'm carrying just like a small container. And I'm gonna be like, I can't quite reach a spot on my back. Do you mind helping me put some cream on really quickly?
Sure. I'm surprised you asked me. Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'm going to lift my dress over my head and take it off, and immediately my entire body like tilts a little bit. I'm facing away from you, and you just see like angry, deep scarring all down the back, running from my kind of left shoulder, my right shoulder, kind of touches the back of my neck just a little bit and runs all the way down to the back of my left leg.
Normally, I would fill this with some kind of comment about removing your dress for me, but that seems, I can tell that seems exceptionally inappropriate. So where am I getting?
I've gotten everything in the top and bottom. It's literally just the middle of my back that I can't reach.
All right, okay. And I'm gonna take some of the cream. It's cream, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna very gently, like I'm not even sure, like I've seen wounds. I've seen.
This is
Like-
actually an exceptional burn. You've never seen a burn like this before. It is, it has deformed her not just her skin, but you can tell several layers of tissue underneath is warped. You're surprised she's able to function at all.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like very gently just kind of like, are you sure you want me?
Mondi and Leona are very sweet, but I don't want to worry them too much.
That's fair. Okay, all right. I admit I'm a little worried now, and I'm gonna put the cream as gently as I can while still actually applying the cream.
Mm-hmm.
You do a pretty good job.
To the spots.
Then once she's done, I'll put the dress back on, and I stand a little straighter, and I can walk properly. And I'll take the jar from you and just say thanks. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go take a nap now. I'll talk to you later.
You're still muted, Kate.
Well, I didn't say much. It was just just, okay. Okay.
Nevin's face right now.
I would like to, while she's out of the room, I would like to be in my journal since
Okay.
I did not get a chance the night before.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I go up to the bartender again if he's still around? Is it the same guy?
Conrad, yes it is. He is still around.
I want to walk up to him and say, I'm so sorry. I'm really bad with names. What was your name again,
Oh,
sir?
I'm sorry. I never even gave it to you. It's Conrad. It's good to meet you. What do you go by?
Oh, my name's Moldy.
Uh-huh. Mondi. Yeah.
Moldy, yes.
Gotcha.
My companions and I were walking about the city earlier, and I couldn't help but notice there were some weird markings on some buildings and things like that. I was
Right.
wondering if
Go ahead.
maybe you knew. Is there thieves or anything like that? Thieves around the city that you've heard of? Maybe through rumor of people being drunk, or
I mean, every city's got thieves, but we look out for our own pretty well. I don't know about any organized kind of situation. Make a persuasion check.
12.
What makes you ask this, Mondi?
Whenever I was in Wolf Crest, I was defending a friend, and the Thieves Guild there did not take too kindly to it. So I feel like you're a very trustworthy person. I feel like, we kind of seem to be looking out for each other as well. And I wanted pull out 1 gold and just kind of slide it. And I'm like, all I ask is that you look out for me as well. If there is connection there that you know of, or if you hear tell.
You worried about this following you from Wolfcrest to here?
I don't know. I didn't exactly stick around Wolfcrest long enough to find out.
He leans in really close. You seem pretty trustworthy too, Mondi. I'll tell you what. I will tell you that Thieves Guild here has nothing to do with the Thieves Guild in Wolfcrest. I wouldn't really call it a guild here. It's kind of hard to explain, but and his voice is very lowered. His lips are barely moving. He says, if you've got some trouble in Wolfcrest, I wouldn't worry about that here. The Lady of the Hunt and the First Lord do not get along anymore. The leader of Wolfcrest, the Lady Adelaide, she used to be a companion of the First Lord's. She didn't come to our aid when he called her. She took the side of the crown. We don't trade with Wolfcrest anymore.
You said we. Or do you mean... Never mind, I'm asking too much. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna tap the gold again and say, thank you. I really appreciate you telling me that. And
he takes the gold and he slides it back across the table. He says, you also seem like a tiefling of skill. Knowledge. You notice the cant along the city, I take it?
I may or may not be able to make out what it says or not, you know.
Yeah. You looking for some work?
Yeah, actually. What exactly do you have in mind?
I tell you what. Meet me here tonight. Midnight. We can talk then.
Sounds good. Thank you again.
He slides the gold back to you.
I'm still just gonna walk away from it, like leave it there. I just walk away.
All right. And I walk away. And the rest of you guys are napping. Kester, I'm sure you're not napping. Oh no, yeah. So you guys all had that thing. What are you guys doing with the rest of your evening?
I didn't really have anything planned. We got everything done rather quickly.
Okay. I will say, by this time you guys have seen the board and you have seen the announcement and you've heard the announcement, especially, I forgot to mention, in the bookstore, that the First Lord is matching any bounty that is fulfilled from Asmarin.
Oh, we should probably take a look at those.
Yeah, yes.
I actually, I took one of them already that was on the board because it sounded really interesting. And I'm gonna show him the one about the Delaney with Andromeda's Skyseeker, and say, does this name or is this woman look familiar to any of you?
Does that name sound familiar, Camille?
To you? Roll a history check.
Probably doesn't sound familiar to me at all.
Nope.
So I'll just...
What are books? I rolled a 1.
Never heard that name before in your life.
Great.
So that sounds like a great idea, but it also sounds very time consuming. We should probably get a couple of smaller ones to fill while we're working on that one. Trust me. This is And I'm gonna go over to the thingamabobber, to the board, and look and see. I forgot what bounties were already there.
There's one for... Oh, you can go ahead, Camille. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Nevin.
I'm just gonna walk up to her and say, so I only saw the 3 up here this morning. I grabbed the one, but this one says it's about Agatha's home for children. There's a missing child. And...
What?
Of course, Leona would hear that. It said just looking for information, right?
It said looking for information or the return of any of the children.
And it didn't give any leads to anything, right? It just said, like, looking for these children.
I mean,
Okay.
these kids are orphans,
Well.
so.
We should probably go look at the actual place and see if they're intentionally missing. What was the other one?
The other one, so the Agatha's home was 30 gold. This one's for 20. It says that there's a missing Crown's Guard that they're looking for. And he's in you said Eastwood? Is that where it was?
They have a map of the city, and there's so the city is actually north of it. There's a river, and then it goes around the city. There's mountains to the north. Over the river to the east are the Wildwoods. It's circled the east sector into the beginnings of the Wildwoods across the river, where he was last seen.
So maybe we could run into some Crown's Guards and ask about this person.
I'm gonna yank both of them off, and we'll say we're gonna be here for a while. Apparently, allegedly, at least for the next day. If we don't get it before we leave, we'll just put it back. I'm gonna read all the requisite information and put them away. Let's if we still got the evening, let's go look at the kids' home and see if this seems like a intentional missing.
I'm gonna go ask Conrad if he knows where Agatha's place is. Agatha's. I don't know, guys.
Agatha's, that's across town. It's like a 20-minute walk down this main thoroughfare.
Thanks.
On the south side, yeah.
It's not very far. You could do that, right?
I'd say so.
Okay. Thank you. And onward!
Well, actually, before we leave, I'm going to go over to Conrad. I'm like, do you have any kind of to-go cups? Just one.
For
Me.
For
Beer.
we have an open container law, you know that.
I didn't, but I do now. I will keep my container closed. Thanks. Cool. That's a bummer and a half. I'm gonna thanks. And I'm gonna walk out the door. And we travel towards Agatha's.
Okay.
Just looking around.
Yeah, looking for any familiar faces or anything.
Okay. Everybody give me a perception check.
Be better than the one. Oh, much better.
14.
13.
Okay.
13.
23.
I'm so glad you're perceptive. I'm used to having perceptive characters. Kestra is not.
I'm not.
What's the highest roll?
23.
Okay. You don't see any familiar faces, unfortunately. You do, very quickly, find Agatha's. It is a large building. Stone. Looks to be about 100 years old. You look around with that perception check. This is not a good neighborhood. This is a poor district. It's not quite slum, but it is. The houses are small. They are not incredibly well kept. These people probably have 6 copper to their name. The stores that are around here are discount stores. They are used wares. It's there's a lot of thieves can't hear. Mondi. What was your perception check?
Oh, mine was 13.
With that perception check, you find some thieves can't. The same handwriting that you saw on the cobblestone ground, on the big tile, looking for William, you see more on cobblestones. Looking for William, looking for Benja, looking for Sarah,
Okay.
You see about 5 or 6 more looking for.
Wow.
Then there are descriptions of each. Some are like long blonde hair or blue eyes or whatever. Just general descriptions.
Mhm.
Or a brown coat, dirty brown coat.
I'm gonna take in the scene, not be particularly surprised, and I'm going to knock on the door and then walk inside.
Okay. It's like an open door, so you can go in without like. So
I'll go in with it.
the first place you notice about this place is it is kind of crazy. The inside looks a little better kept than the outside. There's a long hallway in front of you, and hallways that shoot out to the sides. The first hallway to the right, you see a long row of beds. You see the same thing to your left. You walk a little forward, and you see some offices. There's a big cafeteria, and some like smaller classrooms. There are a lot of kids here. They are all dirty. They are all scraped up. They are all just kind of a mess. They're kids who don't have parents.
Yeah.
They look rough. A lot of them look real skinny. You do see adults here. People who are trying to attend to the kids. There's not a lot. It's about 3 or 4 human women who are in their 60s or 70s. And they all wear kind of like a similar black uniform. And there does appear to be one who is kind of in charge.
All right. I'm gonna I'm gonna, look over the kids, but I'm gonna walk over to the older lady that seems in charge.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, "Excuse me, ma'am, we read about some missing kids."
She's wrapping up a quick snack. Oh, you must be like a bounty hunter, right? Actually, I am Agatha. However, I only filled out the request. If you wanna have more information, you should talk to Sister Brita. She's over there with the youngsters, the under 5-year-olds.
Okay. In this conversation, can I tell what kind of lady Miss Agatha is?
Roll an insight check with advantage. You would have advantage on this.
Rolled a 9 and a 10. Plus 3, though. So, 13?
Okay. She reminds you of your caretaker. A little bit.
Huh.
Means well. Super busy. Kind of sick of this shit.
Okay.
Jaded.
Reasonable.
She doesn't seem like she cares too much about the bounty.
Well, place like this kids go missing all the time.
Yeah. You get
all right, I'm gonna head over. I'm gonna say I'm gonna look back on the group. We're gonna go talk to Sister Brita. Sister Brita.
Burrito?
Brita, like Brita, but Brita.
Oh, I was gonna say burrito, but yeah, okay.
Also burritos. Always.
Stop.
And I'll make sure I don't run into any children. And
I will, seeing that there are a lot of children, as Kester is going to talk to her, I will address the kids.
Okay.
Who wants to hear a story?
Me.
And I will try to corral them away so that Kestra has room to talk to her.
Roll for performance.
22.
They're kids. Yeah. You guys watch as Lena absolutely mesmerizes these children. You've never seen children sit so still in your entire life. It's a miracle. Castor, you approach Brita. Yeah, how can I help you?
Yeah, Agatha over there said that you were the one that requested the bounty.
Oh, yes, I filled out the form. It's a terrible tragedy about these children. I don't know what to do. I can't seem to get any help. Surprised Agatha even filled out the form, agreed to the bounty in the first place. What can I help you with?
Well, couple questions. What makes you think they're missing and not that they just left?
That's a very good question. And we have children who, when they reach a certain age, usually pre-teenagers, they tend to go off on their own and not really stick around.
No.
The children that are going missing right now, they're under the age of 8. They're all...
Oh.
The oldest I had, we've seen gone missing is 7.
Oh, well, that is a problem. How many?
9 children.
Okay.
In the last 6 months.
That's 6 months. All right. Anything in particular about how they go missing?
Well, we don't keep them really locked up. Don't judge us too harshly. We have 100 kids here. But
You're fine.
we let them kind of make their own decisions. Sometimes, for example, when they go out to play, they play in the front area, and mostly I hear the other children asking where they are, and we're very understaffed here. We can't afford to hire anyone else.
It's fine. You're fine. You don't have to. It's fine.
So, it's usually sometime early afternoon. But, I've checked with the city guard and the Crown's guard, and they haven't found any bodies. And, to be honest, the ones that have gone missing have been the quietest or the shyest, or the ones you're not gonna notice.
Ones that aren't going to make as much of a fuss.
I think so.
All right. Any other information you think might be helpful?
I'm sorry, if I knew more, I would tell you.
Okay. Well, no promises, but we'll see what we can do. It's a big city,
thank you.
but we'll see what we can do.
Thank you so much. It would mean a lot to me.
Oh, and if any more kids go missing, I'm gonna turn behind me. Where are we staying? What's the name? Where are we?
Where the ends meet.
Guardians. Yeah.
I do have one question. Where have they been disappearing from?
The front courtyard.
Is anyone allowed in there?
It's open. There's no. You guys walked past it, like into it, as you came up the front. It's like a big. It's a big open cobblestone area.
Okay.
Front yard made of stone.
Pretty much.
That's why they're all banged up.
And you said they go missing during the early afternoon?
Yeah, early afternoon after they have like a recess, and we've been keeping an eye on. Don't you think that we just like let them go out and whatever run off? But we keep an eye on them. I'm afraid that some of the younger kids are getting a little frightened. They call it the boogeyman. I mean, they hear stories from each other all the time. We try to keep it to a minimum, but kids they talk. They don't really understand these kind of things, and we're not really sure how to explain it sometimes.
Okay.
Thank you. And if there are any more missing kids, send word to the Ensmead. I don't really know specifically where we're staying, but I think it's called that, so
Good to
send
know.
word there.
And what are you all called?
Well, I'm Kesra, and they're Nosy, but they're also Monty Sparkles and that one's Sunshine over there.
I think she was asking for a group name, Ketra.
I mean, sure, that works too. Kessera and the Nosy.
God damn it, we had one chance.
We can fix it later. It'll be fine.
We better.
Yeah, 20 sessions from now.
God.
It's a great band name.
Kessera and the Nosy.
Once we come back with the kids, we will say, by the way, we're this instead.
So start brainstorming now.
Right.
Remember,
Right.
This is the biggest decision any group has to make.
Leona's not even over there. She's got a kid in her lap at this point.
One?
She's got a few kids, as many kids that will fit in her lap.
It's pretty good. It's
One on her
pretty
shoulders.
cute.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go over, and I'm gonna say one last question, sister.
Yes.
Do the kids all play together, or do they tend to group themselves off a little bit?
They're kids. They don't all get along. They kind of group off. Sometimes they go off alone. Sometimes the ones who can read, sometimes usually just read, or they play ball. I
That makes sense. Yeah, the readers.
don't. You know the type, quiet ones. Those are the ones who usually go missing.
The readers.
Yeah.
Okay.
The young
Right.
readers. Well, there's two or three 5-year-olds who've gone missing, which they're pretty sure they don't read, but I could be wrong.
Probably not. What was the name of the one that went missing most recently?
Benja.
Benja?
Benja.
Benji.
Benja.
Benja. So
NJ.
that's the first time. All right. Okay.
Banjo.
Got it.
Now.
That's the end of the session, guys.
It's the end of the whole campaign.
A rock falls
done.
and crushes everyone.
He's done.
Campaign over.
Ooh, the Twitch machine
A
got
Tarask
unplugged.
actually comes into view, and you're all crushed to death. Just kidding.
Cool.
Whoops. Okay, I'm going to.
Benja's my nephew's name, so no, fuck yourself.
I'm gonna. What?
Nothing. I'm just giving people a hard time.
I'm gonna go over to the positive, like the gaggle around Leona, and I'm gonna look for one of the older kids. Probably look for like 10 or 11-year-old. That's kind of hanging out in the back.
You do see one who
Is-
thinks he's too cool for this story time, but he thinks he's too cool, but he's actually listening, and he's just kind of hanging back.
Precisely who I wanted to look for.
He kind of reminds you of somebody.
I'm sure. So, I'm going to go over to him, and I'm just going to stand next to him for a second. Not really. I'm not going to like pay too much attention to him. I'm going to act like I'm listening to.
He like side eyes you. He's got like this like curly brown mop that's way too long. It's on all tangles and matted, and he's like,
So I have a few questions for you, and I'll give you a gold piece if you answer. I'm still not like looking at him. I'm just kind of like leaning my head down to the side.
you hear a small gasp. A gold piece. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you want?
So, some of the little ones keep getting taken.
Take it, yeah.
Yeah. You look like a kid that likes to keep an eye on things. Yeah.
I do what I can.
So, if you could, if you have any, because we both know that the sisters don't pay that much attention. So, do you know anything extra about why these kids are going missing?
Well, Kendall said yesterday that he saw Benja go missing, but we all know Kendall's a liar.
He sounds like a liar.
Yeah. He said it was some guy in a dark hood with a mustache, and was it like a gold ring on his hand? It was really oddly specific.
That does sound oddly specific. Do
Yeah,
you know
sounds
who's
like a
oddly
lie.
specific? Liars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Which one's Kendall?
The one over there taking a nap. There's like a kid passed out in the corner, like with a little teddy bear stuck in his thumb. He's like 11.
He looks like a Kendall.
He's
Okay.
also a whiner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who still has a teddy bear?
I know.
So weird.
I know.
So other than the BS that Kendall's been spreading, you got anything else? This has been going on for a while. I'm sure you've been keeping an eye on it.
They say it's a witch eating little kids.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it would be a wizard. I guess a witch could be a dude. I don't know. It sounds. I don't know. If Kendall's right, it's a dude. No wizard eating kids.
Well,
He's like
thanks. You
still
mean-
trying to listen to you, but also trying to listen to the story that Leon is telling you. So like he's caught between two worlds.
All right. One more. What's your name, Kip?
What's it to you?
This gold piece.
What?
This gold piece.
Ewan.
All right, Ewan. Thanks. I'm gonna, not very discreetly, but pretending to be discreet, you know, because he's a kid and, you know,
He takes it and bites on it. Sticks it in his pocket.
don't spend it all in one place. I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder and
All right, old lady.
should have given you a silver. It's fine. I'm gonna go over to Kendall while the kids are enraptured. I really want to kick him. I'm not gonna kick him though.
What?
I'm gonna crouch down.
Wait,
next to
what?
him.
He like opens his eyes as you approach. You can't have my teddy bear.
I don't want your teddy bear.
Good. You
I
can't
would
have
never
it.
take your teddy bear.
All
It
right.
looks like a nice teddy bear.
Okay, fine.
I heard you saw a witch.
Okay. First of all, rude.
Why?
Second of all, it wasn't a witch. It was a
Then
dude.
what was it?
It was a dude. He was
Just a
really
dude.
tall and he had a black mustache.
Okay.
I told everybody, but nobody believes me.
Well, and I'm gonna crouch next to him and say, "Well, what if I believe you?" Anybody with a cool teddy bear like that's gonna be.
He just
That's
rolled a natural 20 on his insight.
I mean, I do sort of mostly believe him.
I don't know, you're a grown up.
I am a grown. I am. You're right. But you got a really cool teddy bear.
You can't have him.
I don't want him. I would never dare take your teddy bear.
He's the only thing I have from my
I
family.
would never, ever in my life take your teddy bear.
Fine.
What else do you remember about the creepy man?
He was really tall and
Yeah.
he was wearing all black. Well, it wasn't all black because like it was like a dark gray,
Okay,
like
okay.
almost black. I'm not too good with colors.
That's
I'm
fine.
actually colorblind.
Oh, well, then you're doing really good.
Yeah. But he had rings on his fingers.
That's cool. That's
One of
cool.
them had an M on it.
An M on it? Oh.
Maybe it was.
You're really good at seeing this kind of stuff.
I'm real sneaky. He didn't see me.
I believe it. Did you see him take Benja? Or did you just kind of see him around when Benja went missing?
Okay, him and Benja were like talking, okay? Benja's like 7. He doesn't know not to talk to weird people like that.
Shame.
But Benja just does whatever he wants. He's gotten lost a couple times. He ran off. But he's real quiet aside from that. But
Okay.
anyway, I saw the old guy. I don't know if he was old. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. He was in the shadow of the big oak tree out there. He was talking to Benja. Next thing you know, Benja's gone.
Well,
Seems
thanks.
pretty suspicious.
That is real suspicious. I don't know why nobody believed you. It's a good story.
I'm just a kid.
That's true. That's true. Well, thanks. It's a really nice teddy bear. I'm going to give him a silver because I'm not made of money. I'm going to give him a silver.
Really?
And you keep an eye out for the creepy
The
mustache guy.
boogeyman. He's called a boogeyman.
The boogeyman. Keep
Yeah.
an eye out for the
The
boogeyman.
boogeyman.
Make sure if you see him, don't let anybody else really near him for a little bit. You know?
Like I was like across the courtyard. It's not like I can let him.
I know.
It's not my fault, right?
Just keep an eye out, and if you see him again, we'll stop by and you can tell me. Well, there's another silver in it for you.
Oh, wait. Hey,
Yeah?
he had a thing on his neck.
Oh.
Like a necklace? Like a necklace with a thing on the end of it. Like a little medallion thing.
Well, you're so good with all the detail. Do you remember what was on the little medallion?
Um,
I know it was really far away.
it was like, it looked like waves.
Waves.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like, I don't know, I thought it was really weird that a dude was wearing a necklace like that.
It is really weird.
I don't know
You're
anything
right.
as a kid.
All right, well, I'm going to let you get back to your nap, but thank you. You're doing a good job.
Yeah.
And it does get better eventually.
Make
Mostly.
persuasion check with advantage.
Roll a 2 and an 8. But hang on. The 8's a 12.
Whatever you say, lady.
Nah. I'll be back. Thanks, Gundle. Nice teddy
Yeah.
bear.
Goes back to sleep.
Okay. I'm gonna make eye contact with Leona and do a little wrap up.
And
symbol.
then the teacup turned into a beautiful princess. And they lived happily ever after.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yes.
Will you stay forever?
I can't stay forever, but maybe I can come back for another story sometime
Will
soon.
you take me with you?
I don't think I can take you with us today.
Tomorrow?
Maybe.
Okay.
Okay. So give a couple kisses on top of the head.
One of them is
Hi.
crying and holding onto your leg.
I look to
She's like,
my
"Two."
friends. Can we keep her?
Just shake it off. Just shake it off. Just
Shake
Go
it
ahead.
up.
Going
Shake it
gently. I gently detach her from my leg and set her to the side, and then I kind of give her a little hug.
up.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We'll come back.
Okay. Bye.
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 Sorry.
As we exit, I relay all information to my coworkers.
Coworkers.
I'm sorry.
Colleagues.
Peers. literally anything but coworkers.
Honestly, that's probably how Kester feels right now about y'all.
Fair.
So they mentioned the oak tree. As we go outside, do we see anything? Can we investigate the tree?
Sure. You see a
See
big
if there's
old oak tree.
anything's around the tree. What am I doing?
Rolling for investigation on this oak tree.
Oh Lord!
Oh, and like,
Is anybody helping me?
Yeah.
12. There.
keep the whole dark gray cloak thing. Be a little like, he was colorblind, so it's probably like any darker color.
Perfect. Rolled a 12 in my investigation.
Was that with advantage that somebody's helping you, or?
Is anybody helping me?
Oh yeah, I said I was helping.
Sorry, I couldn't hear because we were all talking and much better. That will be a 21.
It's a tree.
Wonderful.
It has decades of graffiti of like kids carving their names and like dicks and like
Of course.
so and so is here and
Hearts
more
with like
dicks. Boys are weird.
but there's no like magics or anything.
Do you have a way to detect magic?
I have identify. Can I touch the tree?
Sure. You gonna cast identify on the tree?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
Want to know
The
if the
tree does
has
not
a
have
name.
any magical effect on it. It is also not magical. It's a tree.
I actually had detect magic. I don't know.
Are you gonna use detect magic?
No.
Okay, cool.
I did want to look and see if within any of these like carvings are there any odd symbols or things that might seem out of place.
I'm gonna have you insight check this tree.
Cool. Is the tree telling the truth? I want to know.
I feel like
Insight is
Patricia-
not always to tell if someone's telling the truth. It's also to discern the meaning of written things.
I'm being facetious. You're fine.
Whatever. You're a...
That's a 17.
Okay.
Whoa.
Funny enough, you find some things that do not fit. The first of which is a religious symbol. It is 3 wavy lines.
Oh. Do
Make
I
a reli-
recognize who that belongs to?
You can make a religion check to see if you know.
I will. All right. Probably not. 12?
It's actually not a hard DC.
Okay.
Avandra.
Huh.
The goddess of luck and change.
Nice.
Trickery domain.
Hey.
Chaotic good.
Very good. I kind of smile a little bit. Was that the only thing that I saw?
What was your roll for insight?
17.
17? Yeah, I'd say that's the only thing that really stands out to you.
Okay.
And it's pretty well done, too. It's not crude like the rest of it.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to point it out and be like, yeah, I'm going to tell them, this is the symbol of Avandra. She's, the goddess of luck, and kind of who she is as a deity. It looks different. It doesn't look like a kid carved it.
Are there any like footsteps or anything around the tree?
Oh, yeah.
Are there any that seem to go in a different direction than like generic?
Make a survival check.
Pretty sure that symbol's what the kid said was on the necklace of the boogeyman.
16.
A lot of tracks. They all go different directions. It's kind of hard to tell. You would have needed to roll an natural 20, sorry. Those are really high DC. A lot of people walk around here. There's tons of kids. There's a few dog paw prints. There's like adults, women's, men's shoes. It's a lot.
You said that it usually happens in the early afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's past early afternoon today, but we could come back again when it is early afternoon. See if we can catch anything.
I think I have an idea. I can make it so that something looks like it's there when it's really not. I might be able to make it look like there's a small child at the tree.
And see if we can lure someone out. I'm not opposed.
Would you want to do this now, or would you want to do it tomorrow?
You said they were disappearing in the early afternoon, right?
Correct.
What time is it now? It's probably early evening.
Probably 5
Me-
or 6.
We took naps.
Oh, we
I
did.
got beat up at noon.
Yeah, right. Let's come back tomorrow, I think.
All right. And if we want, we can look into what's her name.
Agatha? No, not Agatha. Skyseeker, right?
Andromeda.
Andromeda.
I meant the wavy goddess lady.
Oh, Evandra.
But we can also do those things.
I think Evandra is a good place to start. We shouldn't divide our focus too much. But I think Evandra and luring someone out is a good place to start.
Okay.
So what's the plan?
I think we're going to reconvene back at the tree like tomorrow.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and lure someone
With a small, quiet child.
with a small, quiet child.
Is there anything that you guys would like to do until that point, or would you like to go ahead and skip to that?
There wasn't anything that I needed to do.
I don't think so.
I think on the way back, I would ask around and see if there was like a temple or a little shrine or something to whatever her
Evandra?
name is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make an investigation check. Just as you find the right person to stop. Find the right person to ask. That's a great face.
No.
What was it?
No, it's a natural one.
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
+1.
Oh, God.
So
Huh?
that's what I get for seizing the initiative. I'm just gonna go back and have some beer.
All right. You go back and have your beer. The night goes pretty quietly for the rest of you. Wake up the next morning and you reconvene here.
Wait, I have some unfinished business at midnight.
You do. Thank you for reminding me. Are you going to tell anybody about this unfinished business, or are you going to go by yourself?
No, I'm definitely going alone.
Okay.
Before I have to meet him at midnight, could I do like stealth check or something to see if there's anyone, like if I notice anyone else seeming to be waiting around, or do some just to check to make sure that it is actually just going to be me and Conrad and not that this is like some sort of setup. Like see if I notice any.
I'll say roll for perception.
Oof, that's a natural 1. I'm blind.
So no, you don't feel like you're being set up for anything.
Okay, I'm going to go downstairs, but I'm going to definitely have my daggers close by.
Okay.
Um,
Cool. You go downstairs around midnight. There's a few people in the bar. They're mostly, it's like a school night, like a weeknight, so there's not a ton of people in here this late. Conrad is at the bar, and he gives you a nod. Like, he's actually at the edge of the bar where there's a door to the kitchen.
So did he gesture
He like
towards
nods
the door?
you over to where he is.
Okay, I'm gonna just kind of stay like a couple of feet away, but listening and still just kind of keeping an eye out for
Sure.
anyone watching us.
Yeah, he's like, all right. So, behind that door, look left. There's a stairwell down. That's the basement. Maybe down there. I'm gonna have someone take the bar. And then we can talk.
I'm gonna take just like another glance over the room, kind of sigh, and just nod and walk downstairs into the creepy basement and hope that this guy is.
You got dark vision, right?
Yes.
So the basement is actually not that creepy. It has a lot of ale from a lot of different kind of vendors. It has a card table. And where you can only imagine some illegal gambling goes on. And your face lights up as soon as you see it, and then you realize that somebody's sitting there. It is a let me describe this person to you. They are distinctly elven, but not like anything you've ever seen before. Hold on. I want to make sure I get this right, so I'm going to pull up a reference image really quick.
No worries.
Make a history check while I'm making sure that this is right.
Oof. That's going to be history 19.
Okay. You know that there are a lot of different kinds of elves. There are high elves who are usually part of high society. There are wood elves who live kind of reclusive lives. There are drow, which are dark elves. But this is a very, very distinctive kind of elf. She is about 6 feet tall. And I would say the first thing that you notice about her is that she seems to be all of the same color. Like she wears a long cloak, a long coat with its fur trimmed, very exquisite. It's a deep blue, flecks all in it. It looks like it's part of the ocean. Her very fine clothes are all a dark, the same similar deep blue, and her hair is half of it's pulled back up, and it starts a dark turquoise, and then it fades to white as it reaches down. Across her back is a bow, and you see her ears are extremely long, even for an elf. They extend all the way up, and she wears a helm around her head with a single drop down with some leather boots and dark leather breeches.
I'm sorry to disturb you. I was told by Conrad upstairs to come down here. I hope I'm not bothering you.
No, not at all. How can I help you?
Well, Conrad had mentioned a mission that I might be able to help him with. I assume that's why you're here as well.
A job. Yes.
Yes.
Well, the job is for me.
I'm sorry, I'm a little... Oh, so you're the one who has the... Okay, no, I'm sorry. A little tired.
I understand.
What exactly?
Come have a seat.
Gotta sit down still. Still just preemptive. On edge still. Also, is there anywhere I can sit to where my back isn't to the staircase?
Yes. So the staircase is like, you walked in and she's sitting to the side. So you can sit on the other side. Face her if you'd like.
Okay.
That way your side is to the door and your back's to the wall. What is your name? Tiefling.
My name is Moldy. Moldy Dubois.
I knew a Dubois once. She wasn't a tiefling.
How do you, how did you know her?
She worked for a circus.
I know of her as well. That is my mother.
I didn't know she had a son.
She found me when I was a kid.
Where?
She said they found me on their caravan whenever they were leaving a town that was attacked, and that I was there.
Lucky for you.
She was very kind to me.
Sometimes we get kindnesses we don't deserve.
All right.
Sometimes we get kindnesses we do deserve. Which category do you fall into, Mondi?
I don't know if I deserve the kindness, but I'm very grateful for it.
You're very well spoken.
Thank you. Looking like I do, I had to learn how to talk to people.
I understand.
I'm sorry, I never caught your name.
She reaches out a hand. Do you take it?
Yes.
It's cold as ice. She shakes it. I'm called Venvir.
You don't seem to look like a lot of the elves that I've encountered. Like my mother was a wood elf, and you don't seem to look much like that.
I'm Eladrin. Eladrin, we're native to the Feywild. We don't always look like this either. We tend to be a reflection of a season. Sometimes it can change depending on an elf's life. Sometimes we remain associated to a particular season for all of our lives. Winter is the season of contemplation, when the vibrant energy of the world slumbers. I'm not the only one who looks strangely. Yes, you're a tiefling, but I see scales.
Well, if you can figure out why they're here, please pass that along to me, because this is just how I was born,
I understand. We don't choose our bodies. We don't choose who we are. We choose who we make ourselves to be. Would you agree?
Wholeheartedly, yes.
I'm sure it hasn't been easy for you looking the way you do. Similar to Conrad, he likes tieflings.
My mother actually, Moldy, is French for cursed, and whenever I was picked up from or found in the caravan, a lot of the people wanted to throw me out and kick me off because they thought maybe I was a bad omen because the town was attacked. And
was it
my
attacked
mother
by?
taught me. I'm sorry?
What was it attacked by?
I don't remember.
She didn't tell you.
Sorry, it was a black dragon.
As you were saying, I apologize for interrupting. I didn't want to forget.
No, it's quite all right. But she taught me as a young child that she named me Maldi as a way to say, like, be proud of who you are, no matter what people may call you. And so I always have taken that outlook through most of life. You haven't happened to,
Go ahead.
when did you last see her?
It's been 100 years. A little more.
Not what I was hoping for, but thank you.
And yourself?
About 5 or 6 years ago.
Mondi.
So, no, continue. I'm sorry.
I have a question.
Hmm.
Have you ever wondered why people take their powers that they're given and use them for their own gain or to harm others?
Yeah.
What if the powers were only for good? What if we were able to keep those who would destroy us from doing so? Would you think that would be better?
I guess I never really thought about it.
Do you have any powers that you've been developing? Any new abilities you've discovered?
Yes, and not all of them have been good.
I'm sure you consider yourself to be a good person.
It's hard to be.
I think everyone does. Almost everyone. Mondi, well, I belong to an organization. And we do not follow a particular deity, but we have an ideology that says that some secrets are better kept as secrets. Can I trust you, Mondi?
I mean, you know so much about me now, I can't imagine why you wouldn't. Yes, you can trust me.
Make a persuasion check.
Whoa! That's gonna be 22.
Give me your hand.
I put my hand on her hand.
She takes it, she folds it over. Ice cold. You get a chill running down your spine. She closes her eyes. Casts a spell. It does not harm you. But you see her eyes light up. Let me just make sure that I've got this right. It is verbal and smack. Okay. She mutters an arcane word. And you feel... It's not that it's affecting you, but you feel as if she's trying to read something from you. When she opens her eyes, she looks at your hand. She smiles. She closes your hand. Interesting. Mondi, You bought a book today.
It's a pretty cool trick that you can do.
About Tiamat. What do you know of her?
Not a lot, honestly. My companions and I on the road. I mean, I've heard of her, but
Of course.
we ran into some occultists, and we found a pendant with Tiamat.
The 5 dragon heads. Do you know where she is right now?
No.
She's locked away in the 9 hells. Her cultists seek to free her. Did you know that she was promised the material plane once?
I heard of that, yeah.
She
Or actually, no, it's on the title of the book.
It is. Tieflings get a bad reputation, Mondi. Be careful about the books that you're buying and the questions that you're asking. You have eyes on you. Be careful.
Thank you for telling me that. Care to express a little more about what type of eyes are
My eyes.
watching? I'm sorry?
My eyes are on you.
Oh,
Yes. Tell me about your companion with the fair skin.
I mean, I don't know too much about her. She has a patron she cares very deeply about, and she seems to be a healer of sorts.
How did you meet her?
I was traveling and we ran into each other, and she
She found
she
you.
kind of just. I'm sorry?
She found you. She approached you.
Yes, yeah. I believe so. Yes.
She ever told you her last name?
You know, I never thought to ask that.
I don't have one. It doesn't always come up. I was just curious. I like you, Mondi.
That's good.
I won't be offering you a job tonight. But I have something coming down the line I think that will be suitable just for you.
Has anyone ever told you you're a very mysterious person?
No.
Okay.
I tell you what. She reaches into her pocket and pulls out a dark coin. It's almost... And she hands it over, and it's made of an obsidian-type material, to stone, practically. And it has the letter S carved into it. When it's time, I will send you a message via this stone. And we can talk then. It has been a pleasure to finally meet you.
To finally meet me, huh?
Yes.
How long have you had eyes on me?
Roll for persuasion.
16.
The woman that you call your mother. She wrote to me. About you. When you were an infant. I have been looking forward to this day for a very long time, Monty. And, did not disappoint. I wasn't sure what to expect from you. But I think that you are on the right path.
Thank you.
Of course. I know this sounds like a lot, huh?
It's a lot to take in before bed, yeah.
I agree. I can't even tell you how amazing it is that the four of you have found each other.
Hopefully next time we meet, you'll be a little less mysterious.
Oh, I wouldn't count on it. It's kind of my job. But, I will say, tell you what, you've been a very good sport about all of this. I will tell you our name. The Silence.
It's the name of the group.
Yes, we are not part of the Thieves Guild that you left in Wolfcrest, I hope you know.
Good.
They are very much interested in protecting the status quo. We hope to change it. Quietly, without bloodshed, without confrontation, without anyone even knowing we were there.
How do you plan to do that?
I've already said too much.
Well, I appreciate the trust.
Mondi, I have a question. Before you go. Have you been approached by an elf named Xanalor?
Have I?
Mm-mm.
No.
No. I thought not. Have you been approached by any of the cultists of the Scaled Tyrant?
None other than the ones that attacked us, no.
Make a persuasion check. As she appears to peer into your soul.
23. Oh, now I'm rolling good.
A promising young sorcerer like yourself is bound to attract attention. You wouldn't be the first sorcerer to use their power for destruction to hurt others, should you choose that path.
I prefer not to. My mother taught me better.
I can imagine. She was she was remarkable.
Yes, she was.
What an evening, Mondi. What an evening.
Yeah, that's putting it lightly. You know, when a bartender tells you they have a mission, you expect it to be something a little less,
Invasive.
Yeah.
He's worked for me for a while. And he always tells me about the tieflings that come into his bar. When I heard about the one with frontward horns, I had to come by.
Well, it was,
You're handling this all remarkably well, Mondi.
like I said, it's just a lot, sometimes, a lot of things to process and think about.
Mm-hmm. You won't be telling anyone about this.
I haven't said a word to anyone. And I won't say a word to anyone.
Perfect. Be careful around other mages who try to grab your hand and cast spells on you.
I'll remember that next time.
Don't let anyone touch you. That is all, Mondi. You may go.
I'm just gonna get up and kind of recompose and just walk out.
You look down to recompose and you look up and she's gone.
Oh, okay.
And you are left wondering if it even happened. Your hand's still cold, though.
I'm just going to look around and slowly walk up the stairs, just kind of trying to warm my hand up a little bit.
As you continue to walk up, Conrad is actually walking down. Mondi, hey. Did you get the job?
I think so. We mostly talked. She said that she'll call on me later.
Really?
So,
Okay.
yeah.
You want a drink?
Yeah.
All right. He takes you back upstairs, pours you a stiff one.
I think I'm gonna be quiet and just processing most of this with him, not really talking
Yeah, he
too
doesn't
much.
say anything either. He just leans on the bar and sips at a whiskey.
Gonna drink pretty quickly and then go upstairs and write everything down
Okay.
and go to sleep.
And that's where we're gonna end today's session.
Whoa.
That was so much.
Yeah.
I gotta end sessions on big notes, guys.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that Kestra's the only one that doesn't trust strangers. Cannot believe it.
I can't believe the only piece of information Deirdre hasn't given someone is her fucking last name.
No. Priorities.
You know.
Sure, let me tell you the name, like the specific name of my patron. But, last names, who needs them?
Who needs a last name?
Ugh.
Not Venvir, apparently.
Apparently not.
You guys did well. Nevin, that was great. I'm thinking
Mhm.
inspiration for that.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't think I ever used my last one though.
Oh, dang it. Well, you
Give
can
him
give it to
two.
somebody if you'd like.
What?
You can give this inspiration to somebody if you'd like.
Well, obviously Deirdre.
Oh, thank you.
It's as a reward for keeping that last name under wraps.
Congrats, you didn't give everything away. Have a cookie.
Yeah. Kept
Okay.
some like secrecy.
Most things. It's fine.
Thanks for using your colored cards, guys.
Well, I didn't really have my cards, but I had a green straw, so it worked.
Perfect.
It did.
They're from Starbucks.
It is.
All right, well, thank you guys for playing along. Thank you guys for watching at home. I hope that was good enough for you guys.
Yeah.
Drama?
It was good. It can't be all drama all the time. We need those transitionary periods.
Like shopping?
Like shopping.
Like really awkwardly shopping.
Like
I
really
thought it
awkward
was
shopping.
fantastic. I don't think there was anything awkward about it at all.
You would.
Well, yes.
It was perfect.
You guys are great. We'll come back to this next week. maybe you guys can take a fucking plot hook. Like a bounty. I'm so proud of you guys. You actually got to one. I was so worried that you were going to ignore all of my clever plot hooks that I came up with.
Again.
It's fine.
Nope.
Yeah, why are y'all surprised?
Attached to something, it's gonna get done if Kestra's involved.
If you don't make plans, your players can't fuck them up.
There you go.
We started one.
I'm very proud of you for it.
And it went really well.
Not the one I thought you were going to take, but I should have known.
Well, that
You
was
took all of
silly
that.
of you to think
That was your
I was
mistake.
going to see anything about kids and not let that be
I
the thing
wasn't
that was
sure. Anyway. I wasn't sure I was married. However,
Leona was going to go by herself.
thank you guys for tuning in at home or wherever you are. I'm going to be in Discord for about 15 more minutes. If you guys want to come hang out with us, the link to our Discord is underneath here. You can also check out a map of the realm. It's very cool. I'm actually working on an updated one. It's going to be even cooler. But I will be in the public chat if you guys want to come hang out for a little bit.
Woo.
We'll go ahead and sign off now. Starting with Deirdre.
Once again, my name is Kate. You can find me on Twitter at KatesD8. So you can find me on Twitch and Discord at KatesandD8. And I promise the next time you see me, I will not be in a friend's basement studio. The lighting will be so much better.
I thought that was intentional that you had that. My name's Nevin. I played Modi. Yeah, that's it.
I am also Kate. Also is not actually in my name, but
Might as well
you can find me on Twitter and all the other internet things at Very Pale Ale, and I played Kestra.
I am Mindy. You can find me on Twitter at MKAY1713. And I played Leona.
And I am Camille, the person who runs this stuff, kind of. I'm your dungeon master. Play everybody else. You can find me on Twitter at CamilleDoesDND. Please follow our Twitter page for Open for Adventure. It's Open for Adventure. We will be back next week at 4 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'll see you guys then. Oh, I'm gonna roll the credits.
Yeah, I was just about to say it.
Those credits.
Oh crap! I don't have the page up.
Oh.
I know. I just forget, guys.
We're just gonna bebop around on screen for a little bit until you get those
No,
credits rolling.
Streamlabs. Come on, Streamlabs. Come on.
Just like
So the reason I'm in a basement studio is because if you can recall, last week there was a lot of construction, a lot of banging and collapsing of buildings. So less of that.
I
Safer.
mean, you guys didn't get to hear my parents shouting.
Hey.
Or yelling at the dog, so just meant that you didn't get to hear me sometimes either. That's all.
That's fair. Okay, you guys. We are signing off. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good night.